You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I am your host, Floridian Rollo, and I am coming at you with another live stream. We have Corey in the building. How you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Maryland? Edwards, how you doing? The Edwards family. And salute to Federal Studio in the house as well. You see the title of the video. Let me tell you guys something. I told y'all, I don't go by what women say, I go by actions. And I always get my answers. And many of you don't believe what I say. Now, I'm not going to pull out the receipts. However, I'm letting you know right now that a lot of women are into wicked, prosperous men. And that doesn't mean that they have to have a lot of money. It's other prosperous things that wicked men do besides having a lot of money. Because we know righteous people have money and wicked people have money. Can we agree with that? Can we agree that both parties can have money? Both parties can have children. Both parties have a home, a mansion, live in a project. The list goes on. Can we agree with that? Before we get into the subject, can we agree that both parties can make money? Both parties could bear children. Both parties can have many women, remove women, add on women. The list goes on. We're going to have a real conversation. I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play. We're going to get right down to the nitty-gritty. I'm talking my Southern talk. We're getting right down to the nitty-gritty. Oh, you think I can't talk Floridian? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could be a great actor. I was supposed to be the Hugh Hefner of the corn industry. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to listen and listen well. Because a lot of you be thinking that the woman is into you because you're moving right, because you're making good money or decent money. I'm here to tell you, majority of these women are into wicked, prosperous men that have money, that don't have money. There's guys that's moving accordingly, may not have a lot of money. And there's wicked men that's moving accordingly, that don't have a lot of money. So let's get down to it. I don't want to hear no excuses 2025. I'm tired of hearing excuses from both sides. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing excuses on both sides. I'm tired of it. If you say you've grown, own up to your responsibility. Say, yes, Rollo, I used to be into wicked men. I'm still into wicked men at this particular time of my life. I told y'all I dealt with a wicked woman last year. I dealt with a Houdini woman who I thought was on point for 4 years and wasn't on point for 4 years. She was a great actress. How many people are going to admit when they make their mistakes? You got guys out here saying, that's not happening to me. I'm good where I'm at. You sure? Get to the next step. Let's see if you're good with that lady you staying with. Telling you, man. That's why a lot of people, for the most part, these ladies think I'm stupid. I play stupid. I play dumb. And I get my answer. And I'm here to tell you they did not want me to leave New York. There's a lot of women that wanted me to stay in New York. You know why? Because I'm in a prosperous place in the state of Florida. If you don't like it, oh well, tough luck. This lady's here in Florida. You're not the only woman in town. I don't want to be rude and disrespectful. I'm going to tell it like it is. You can consider it rude. You consider it disrespectful. I love the weather where I'm at. You think I'm going to come to your cold climate and listen to your lies every day? So you can have one up on me, so you can see me sleeping in those funky pillows of yours every day? when you just had another man, you have the ops. You got to be very mindful of what you tell these women out here, because they will use it against you. They will send the information to the ops. They get your number. They send the information to the ops. They circulate your number to other people to call your phone. These people are crazy out here. And you're going to have women say, I don't want no wicked man. Yet they are talking to wicked men. I don't go by what women say. I go by actions. I make myself clear to any woman I talk with. I don't go by what you say. Your words don't mean nothing. Your actions tell me who you are, woman. Do you understand me? Do I make myself clear? I'm not impressed. I done had top quality women that was on point or wasn't on point. So what you gonna tell me that's so different than what the ones in the past have told me? It don't take me long to know who you are. It does not take me long. And you got a lot of these ladies on the internet that's into New Breed, that's into D-Dowell. They into these wicked, prosperous men. They into them. You could show them the proof that these men are demons, warlocks, and itches. And they still, behind closed doors, will have a conversation with these men. And then when these men put out their name on the internet, now they want to act like they wasn't just cool with him just a week ago or 2 months ago. And that's why they don't support. It's only a few women that I know is legit. A lot of them is just talkers. Yet the majority of women that I know legit, I'm not talking about them. I know who's legit and who's not legit. I know when they say they're going to do something, I know who said they're going to do something and who make excuses. And this one particular woman had the nerve to tell me, I know she's into New Breed. I know she's watching In the Clouds. I know who it is. You was afraid to say the name, woman. You was afraid to say the name. You think I didn't know? Do you know who you talking to? I am what I say I am. I am the top observant. That's why I'm very careful. I'll be saying certain things to them, and they thinking, "Oh, I got a sucker too." Rollo a sucker. Ooh, I'ma get him. You ain't getting me. I learned my lesson from last year. And that's why no lady could tell me otherwise. No lady. You have to prove that you are who you say you are, not what you tell me. And just because a woman gives it up to you, fellas, does not mean she's committed to you. Just because a woman gives it up to you does not mean she's committed to you. We're in 2025. We in an adjustment situation when it comes to dealing with the opposite sex. We're in an adjustment period. It's not like in the 90s and the early 2000s and before the shutdown. They must confess. You have to get these women to confess, just like you ladies got to get these men to confess. And I told y'all, I'm not the only guy they talk to. So when you get on this internet and you talk to different women, on the internet, off the internet, you're not the only guy. Wake up. Stop thinking you're the only guy she's talking to. She could be talking to you and talking to the wicked Prosperous dude at the same time. And then they're going to say, I didn't know he was wicked. Yes, they do. They do know. They get the detail before. They get the detail. They know if you wicked or you used to be wicked and you moving correctly. They know. They know. They upset with me because I don't want to be the guy I used to be. I don't want to be that old guy in New York City. They don't like the change that the Most High put in me. They don't like it. They upset. They losing their mind. These northern women are losing their mind. They can't believe that I chose Florida. They want me to be in Airport Roxy, Dallas, Airport Roxy, Houston, Airport Roxy, Atlanta. They want me to be in these Airport Roxy southern states. They don't want me to be in Orlando. They don't want me to be in the #1 city in America. I'm in the #1 city in America. And I'm happy to be in the #1 city in America. I worked my behind off. I dealt with a lot of BS majority of my life. I deserve to be in the #1 place in America. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm glad to be in the #1 place in America. The #1 city in America. And let me tell you something, Anton Daniels. No matter how many people leave their condominiums, it's not for everybody. It's not for the faint. All you fearers, all you doom and glooms, get out of the state of Florida. We want you out of here. Go to Detroit. Oh, I'm going to show you taxes. You want to pay more taxes in Detroit? Be my guest. You want to be in that cold, Airport Roxy, Denver Roxy? I don't care if the state turn red. I got family in Detroit. I will not stay in no Airport Roxy, Denver Roxy, state of Detroit. I showed y'all the receipts of how much they take out money. People complaining about more money being taken out. Well, you need to do something. Add on to your income. If it's a lot of money being taken out, add on to your income. That's what I had to do when I was in New York. I wasn't satisfied with what I was making. I did something about it. And that's the same thing with you ladies. You want to go the easy route. You ladies want the easy route. You don't want to put in the work. That's the problem with some of you women. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to make the adjustments. You comfortable in the paparazzi society. And you want the man to be an paparazzi. You want him to be a wicked prosperity person. You don't want your man to move right. You don't want your man to learn what he did wrong. You don't want to see him get corrected, because that means you got to get corrected as a woman that's dealing with him. Because once your man gets corrected, you as a woman that is a piece of him has to get corrected for the children to get corrected. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we going hard today. We going in hard today. And I mean, people ain't gonna like this. They're gonna just watch it. If you don't like what I say, why you here? Why you here? Why you ain't liking the video? Why you ain't supporting? Because you don't want to support truth. You support wickedness. You love supporting wickedness. And the Bible says when you support wickedness, wickedness is in your house. Wickedness is at your job. Wickedness is where you drive at because you're not moving correctly. Deep down, you can't stand me. You want me stuck in the city. You want me in the dumpsters. You wicked women ain't gonna ever get close to me like that. I let you believe you have a chance with me. You don't have a chance with me because I'm not moving wrong anymore. I removed myself from all the paparazzi stuff. And you mad. You upset that some of the men are waking up and realizing that they're not the only man that you dealing with. You don't want this information to get out. Let me tell you guys something. Just because I got it on with certain women back in the days, I'm not with them today. They with somebody else. It is what it is. This is 2025. Let her go. Let her go. Move on. Get your stat together. Get your health right. Let me tell you, the women's telling me they like when I was in the heavy set. They don't like me slimming down. Look at me slimming down. Look at me slimming down. And the women is getting upset with me, fellas. Some of the women are like, oh my goodness, Rollo lost a lot of weight. You know why? Because I'm going to get more attention. And let me tell you guys something. The last thing a woman want to see is her man get attention, because she used to be getting attention. The fake attention. She don't want no real attention. She want that fake attention from these wicked, prosperous men. Because he don't tell her the truth. He plays games with her. He manipulates her. And she seduces herself onto him. And she gives him the best days of his life. And then she want to come to you when she's in high debt. When she's in serious debt. Then you want to bail her out. And you bail her out. And guess who she goes back to? The sinner. How many of you men will admit that you bailed a woman out and she went back to the sinner? Oh, I'm preaching today. I'm preaching today. And a lot of ladies ain't going to want to hear that. You had a man bail you out and he was moving correctly. He repented of his sins and you dumped him for that loser. You help that loser out. He get the best of you. You get some of her. You get some of her and he gets the best of her. You busting your behind. You working your hours. You putting in your time. And then she goes and dance with the devil. She go and dance with the devil because that's who she loves. You can't stop a woman what she's into, fellas. In 2025, nothing should surprise you with these ladies out here that's moving incorrectly. They come to you, shalom, shalom, and all these hearts and all this love emoji. Yeah, at the end of the day, somebody else is hitting the pipe. Somebody else is draining her water out. You ain't draining no woman's water out right now, huh? You ain't draining no woman's water out now, huh? What you thought you draining? You thought you draining her water out, huh? You know somebody else is draining her water out. He only give you a proportionary of her. Yeah. Look how many ladies go to these wicked churches. They see these wicked men in these churches messing with underage, messing with different denominaries, even with animals, and they still will give her. She will still give her best to that wicked man. And you at home watching her. You got these women out here. You got these women out here who will support more wicked men than support you, righteous man. You got these women out here that you married to or you getting to know. She won't give you $1. She won't give you $1, but she says she rocks with you. But she'll go and give that wicked man her last dollar. That's how they move out here in 2025, and they wonder why they don't got no things coming to them. You wonder why these women are crying on the internet. If you really sit down and ask them this question, why are they struggling? Because they didn't do right by the men before 2025. They being judged. They being judged for doing wrong to the righteous man. They being judged for doing wrong to the good man. And now 2025, you got these young women and middle-aged women complaining because the Most High is judging them. He's judging them. And he's judging these wicked, prosperous men. He's judging them. They can't go nowhere. And these women will still support them, even though they locked in spiritual prison, in physical prison. Yet when they see you prospering the righteous way, they don't want to support you. They want you to be wicked. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me show you something. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Give me 1 second. Let's get right to it. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go.
Show you that a lot of other jobs are going to lose traction. And what we're seeing essentially is a microcosm of things to come. An amalgamation, if you will, of what's to come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly and y'all can see me. If we have a stable connection here, let me know. Because I want to make sure that you hear this and you hear me very clearly. Not only has UPS laid off 20,000 people, but I want to show you that this is going on in various places. Now, they're talking about the economic uncertainty. If the tariffs are impacting the UPS operations, then you can almost guarantee that other major corporations will be affected because UPS are the ones who deliver the goods. UPS is the main.
Listen, at the end of the day, we're going to get right to it. Hold on 1 second. Let me get to the part. All right, here we go. Listen.
You thinking that it's the feds getting hit? No. Those jobs were everyday citizens, everyday employees. Yeah, people who work for city council and different things of that nature. It ain't what you think, right? I don't know. Listen, there was not a school in DC where somebody's mom or most of the people's moms and them or pops and them worked in the federal government, bro. Let's go. It goes on to say, last month, cuts were led by losses in federal government jobs.
This guy is not even working. He's working on the internet. He's a wicked worker. It's what I'm getting you to see. And see, what I realized is that a lot of women watch this type of content. Watch about crisis. Men have been warning. This is the crazy part. Men have been telling ladies, look, I can make your life easy. Yet and still, you will still give this wicked man a chance and he will leave you to fend for yourself. Do you think this guy's responsible for his own household? Absolutely not. Yet the men that are responsible for their own household, they get pushed to the side because women consider that boring. So to all my boring guys, continue to be boring to these ladies. These ladies ain't checking for us the way you think they checking for us. Because if they were, they will be calling you, they will be messaging you, and they will make the strategic move to come see you. They don't want to do that. Let me say this, and I'm going to make myself real clear. If she's not making the initiative to want to see you and to give you an opportunity, cut her off today. There's no way that she makes more time for wicked men than you, yet she's trying to hold on to you. Let me tell you guys something. You good men out there, don't ever let no woman stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. Do I make myself clear? No woman. Because if she want to see you, she will make this decision based on what she sees by your actions. If she ain't doing that, somebody else has a chance with her. And that's just keeping it real. Don't be holding on to somebody that ain't with you. That means you the fool. Oh, you thought I wasn't going to get on you guys? That's just like me holding on to a woman who's not interested in me. Then I'm the fool. You mean to tell me, you see the things I do. You see how the moves I'm making. You don't want to give me a chance. Don't come to me when I become a millionaire. I want to make it perfectly clear. You cannot come see me when I'm a millionaire. Because the chance is supposed to be happening before I get there. And see, I'm saying this righteously. A wicked man will still bring you in. You know what these wicked guys will do? When they become millionaires, they will still get with these women. The righteous man ain't going to give you a time of day. That's the difference. Because he's not going to pull himself back into the nonsense. Because he did it on his own. And nobody wanted to walk where he was going. So now he really got to the edge. And now he's off the edge and doing his thing. If that makes sense. They don't like that. And the way I see things is you cannot come to me when I get to that mark. There's only a few people that's going to be around me. And I'm already doing that now, mind you. So don't come and say, oh, well, Rollo, I was watching. Did you ever support? Did you ever support to want to see me win? No. Just because you watch doesn't mean you want me to win. I know that too. There's evil people watch me, and that's people that really rock with me, want to see me win. So once you get to that point of your life, you know that, nothing surprises you. Nothing surprises you. And so, let's get back to the video. Listen, we're going to rewind back a little bit.
Heads getting hit. No. Those jobs were everyday citizens, everyday employees. Yeah, people who work for city council and different things of that nature. It ain't what you think, right? I don't know it. I don't know. Listen, there was not a school in DC where somebody's mom or most of the people's moms and them or pops and them worked in the federal government, bro. Let's go. It goes on to say, last month, cuts were led by losses in federal government jobs, largely directed by DOGE. With more than 216,000 government employees fired from their jobs in March, Challenger said, while Musk has said he is rooting out waste and abuse, the steep job cuts to agencies such as Social Security Administration and the IRS are causing delays in customer service for taxpayers.
That's nothing new, fool. Demon, that's nothing new. Some people didn't get their income tax or federal. If they didn't get their federal, they didn't get their state, depending on where you at. The point is that's nothing new. Because they cut majority of the IRS. So that makes sense for it to be delays. What's your point? They're going to get their money. People still got to make moves. All this fear BS, man. Yet women, listen to this. Women give these guys everything. Women give these guys everything. Everything. Yo, they don't even have to say anything for a woman to be with them. When you're a wicked man, they'll give you their whole life. Their social security, the list goes on. A man that speaks the truth, he got a very difficult life with women, for the most part. I just choose not to give them a chance based on how they move. If they moving correctly and they show that they could be resilient and they could pass the test of time, then I'll give that woman a chance. Otherwise, I'm not giving her a chance. Well, Rala, why? Because not every risk is a reward. That's right. And that's why Paul, not that he didn't want to, he preferred to have a more relationship with the Most High because he seen how the women were moving back then. And he like, man, I'll be to myself and just teach. And you can still teach while you marry and have a family. It's just that you're going to have to put more time into your family, into your wife, into your kids. That's why I don't have that, so I could put more time into the work. The brothers, they got a wife, they got a family, they teach the truth, yet they have to balance their life. Me, I could go far with this because I don't have a woman or any kids that I know of, because no woman has come up and say, hey, you got a baby, let's go get a test. None of that has happened yet. You see what I'm saying? And to be honest, the way these ladies are, they don't want to move to no Florida. They love the Ibarasi, and I'm not going to stop them. Just don't think I'm going to move to where you at. I'm not moving to where you at. I'm going to make myself clear. I'm not moving to where no woman at. It's either she moved to where I'm at, or we agree to look into something that is close by, that we could agree with. That's about that. It is what it is. Let's continue.
While also some other agencies are being entirely shuttered. So a lot of people not getting back their income taxes in time. They holding those, processing centers regarding getting certain documents that you need. Those have been slowed up. These job cuts is affecting everything. Yep, Nini says government jobs were also consolation prizes after the Civil Rights Act. That's true. That is true. Very true. But a lot of these jobs that they're talking about is really affecting the whole country in a negative way.
How is it affecting the whole country in a negative way? How is it affecting the country in a whole negative way? Yo, this guy is full of crap, man. Yet women believe this. You heard the women in there. The women is agreeing with his nonsense. You have more women in his chat than usual. You know why I know this? When he and others preach doom and gloom, you have a lot of women be in that chat when it's doom and gloom. Yet if it's something productive, the women will not be in the chat. In our chat, when we talk about something productive. And even when we call out these entities, they'll still they will pray for these entities. That's crazy, man. How you praying for a sinner? How you praying for somebody that wish harm and want to do something to another person? Let's go.
It goes on to say, it says job announcements were dominated last month by Doge. Plans to eliminate positions in the federal government. It would have otherwise been a fairly quiet month for layoffs, right? The government monthly job report. So that's a lot of jobs. Look, it says since February, Doge cuts have led to more than 280,000 layoffs of federal workers and contractors across 27 agencies. Another 4,429 jobs cut have resulted from the Trump's administration ending of contracts or cutting federal aid. Right? Now, a lot of people think that Trump is trimming the bushes. A lot of people believe that he's trimming the fat, so to speak. When I'm going to let y'all know, he's put in office to do exactly what he's doing. And that's implode America from the inside out.
Oh my goodness. Here we go with the nonsense. All right, let's go to the next character. Let's go to the next character, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it set up. People believe that stuff, man. It's unbelievable. People will support this nonsense. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's go to the next suspect. Let's go to the next suspect. Hold on. Gotta go to the next demon. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube, Pastor Dow here. Well, our garden season, the reason why you hadn't seen too much of me after Passover is because our garden season is in full swing. I'm ripping and running up and down the road. We have multiple gardens here to plant. The garlic, it was planted in the fall, and so it's getting close to the time where it's getting ready to be harvested here in about a month. We have everything out today. I think we still have a little bit too much kale. I'm gonna knock that bed down. 3 beds of kale is way, way, way too much, even though our sisters love eating that stuff like it's candy.
Listen.
Our greenhouses are planted.
Listen.
The building is still going on. We're doing extremely well. I gotta look at this garden plot up here and see what I want to do with it or not. Because I'm not going to put money with bag with holes. The biggest thing is that I want to make sure that we
catch the part what he just said. Let's see if y'all catch it. Let's see if y'all catch what he just said. Let's see if y'all catch what he said, this wicked dude. Listen.
Planet. The building is still going on. We're doing extremely well. I got to look at this garden plot up here and see what I want to do with it or not. Because I'm not going to put money with bag with holes. The biggest.
He's not going to put money with bags and holes. He said that he's not going to put money with bags and holes. Y'all keep helping these wicked people to live better than you. Y'all keep helping these wicked people to live better than you. You ladies have produced more wicked men to be on top. And then you want to come to us when you have put yourself in that situation. And so when a righteous man or a man on point teach you the way, you go back to that wicked man. You go back to that wicked man. You will give him everything. You don't fatten this cow, D-Dower. You don't fatten the cow of New Breed. You don't fatten the cow of the next person, Mark the Messenger. And then we're going to get to Train Genius. Y'all don't fatten him. You had women confess they wanted to get up with these men. I just had another woman confess to me she wanted to get up with New Breed. I'm not going to say her name. She's watching in the clouds right now. I told y'all, I'm not going to say anything. I know more than what you can even imagine. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of women that wanted to get up with New Breed, that wicked demon. They don't believe he's a demon. They don't believe he's a demon. And the Most High say, remove yourself from them. And that's why many of you ain't going to get to meet me. Do I make myself clear? I don't want none of you Ibarasi women around me. You don't believe that D-Dollar, New Breed, Want the Messenger, and Trini J's ain't warlocks? Stay away from me. I'm not playing. I done told y'all, you can ask Forever Studios. I told them straight up the box. No woman could come near me if they're dealing with an Ibarasi dude. I learned that from the charity situation and from old girl I don't deal with no more. Let me tell you woman something. Don't you think I'm that same person. I'm getting more stronger, more better, more aware. And your facetious acts is not going to work on me. Do I make myself clear? Your facetious acts ain't going to work on me, woman. I've been around women that was on top of society. Don't you think that you could come in my path and try to ruin what I got? I had a woman admit it to me that she didn't want me to leave New York. You got a lot of women out here that wish I wasn't in Florida. They're going to say otherwise. Oh, I'm happy. No, they're not happy I'm in Florida. No. I just got word out in New York City that women were mad I left. They just found out I'm in Florida. They pissed. They pissed! There's a lot of women pissed I'm in Florida that's from New York City. Oh, if I was in Atlanta, they wouldn't care. If I was in Dallas, particularly Ibarasi part of Dallas, they wouldn't care. If I was in Ibarasi, Houston, they wouldn't care. How dare he be in Florida, especially Orlando, who he think he is? I'm moving righteously. I deserve to be in the tropics. I deserve to be in nice weather every day. I don't miss the cold weather. I told Forever Studio in Ringo's chat, I don't miss the cold weather. I don't care for the cold weather. And I tell it to the women in the chat. I dare the women in the chat say I'm lying. You ladies love 70 and under degrees weather. You don't want your man in no hot weather because it ain't going to be about you 24/7. That man going to be putting in a lot of work. Let me teach you guys something. When you're in a warm climate, you're going to see your woman in the nighttime. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, you hypocrites. A lot of you men, you just tolerate the cold weather because that woman tell you to. Ooh, I'm going there. Oh, I'm going there. Men I know I come across, they love the warm weather. A lot of you guys, man, Anton Daniels, you love cold weather. You love comfortability. Anton Daniels, you love that Detroit comfortability. Because you know you got to put in a lot of work to move to Miami. Oh yeah, I'm going in today. Cannon Corey, you know if you come down to Miami, you can't just be doing regular stuff down here, boy. You can't do that Ibarasi stuff down here. That's why y'all stay in your Ibarasi states with the Ibarasi woman. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You see D-Dowo? What he wearing? D-Dowo is not in warm clothes now. He mad too I'm in Florida. Oh, he mad I'm in Florida. D-Dowo mad I'm in Florida. Old Straightway Madam in Florida. Oh yeah. They got all these barns, all these lands, and they looking miserable. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me tell you guys something. These women love these prosperous, wicked pastors, these wicked churches, these wicked lands. They're into that. They won't give you a time of day. All they're going to do is talk to you and no actions behind these women. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Let's continue.
Thing is that I want to make sure that we have an extraordinary amount of watermelon this year, because we eat watermelon like you just wouldn't believe it. And to go to the store and see a watermelon for $7 and $8 for a melon, and you have to understand gardening to get it. You following? You can sit there and plant one watermelon seed, and you can probably get.
This wicked SOB is complaining about watermelon $7 and $8 in the store. He's complaining like an itch. He's complaining like an itch. Yet the woman like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Pastor Dowell. Here's my last $8. And let me help you out, Mr. Pastor Dowell. They will cheat on their husband to get with Pastor Dowell, man. This is crazy, man. Yo, this is wicked. Let's go.
I don't know.
Get award-winning YouTube TV and get.
You get an extraordinary amount of watermelon off of one vine for pennies on the dollar, providing that if you're going to plant it, spend the time and energy and the effort to make sure that it's right, it's done right. Well, I can tell you one thing, and of course if we do it, we're going to put a water tank on it, fill it up every day, drip it every night to make sure it's got plenty of good water and stuff. Because I'm telling you, man, who'd ever thought that you would hear them openly admitting now, and I need for y'all to listen to me very, very closely, openly admitting that they're putting vaccines in foods.
Oh my gosh. Here we go with the nonsense. Here we go with the nonsense. Really? And look at him doing the pyramid. Look at him doing the all-seeing eye, y'all. The minute he said that, he's doing an all-seeing eye. I'm telling y'all, man, the Most High is removing everything from these deities, everything from these entities. He's removing everything. The feel of Tennessee is wicked. Straightway Tennessee, Straightway in particular. Nothing is growing like it used to be. Nothing is growing in their lands like it used to be. Brainwaves, Forever Studios, you ladies that's tuning into the show. Nothing is growing like it used to be in these fields. They have to go to the city and they have to buy the products in the city because the Most High is not growing anything in their fields anymore. The Most High is removing the funds from these wicked. Let's go.
I mean, Robert Kennedy talked about this, and now he's out there right now banning certain things from the FDA out in our foods, such as
it's been banned. Listen, there's a lot of stuff been banned in the Hold on. Let me come in full. Let me come in full screen. I don't know about y'all. I've been paying attention to the food, and it's been better. Let me tell you something. When I was in the outskirts of Atlanta, and I got some food from different various places, I could tell it's not tainted with. The last time the food was tainted with was 2 years ago. So no matter who was going to be in office, who the Most High wanted in office, the food is not tainted in the South. Now, the northern states, I don't know because I'm not in the northern states. If you're in the northern states, you can speak about what's going on with the food process there. I know I'm in the south, and I could tell you that the food is not tainted with like it used to be. And to be honest, we're not getting the food from China like that. That's another lie they telling you. Majority of our food is coming from the Caribbean or is growing in certain parts of the South. They're just not going to report that to you because a lot of you want the folly food. Yo, I can't remember the last time I had some folly food. It's been a minute, y'all. Let's continue. The foods in the... Yo, let me tell you something. Y'all gonna laugh about this. Y'all gonna laugh about this. The food in the grocery store is doing much better than the foods in certain landscapes in America. Because why? Because the wicked people is mostly in charge of the landscapes like D. Dow. That's why everything he's struggling. Just like a lot of these places in the fields, these people that's in charge, that's moving wicked, why is it that Mr. Rufus land is growing? Why is it that, despite them trying to sue Mr. Rufus land is growing? They're not complaining about food. Who's complaining about food? He got a Maybach. He got all the mansion. He got all the stuff. He got the best house in Tennessee. He got the best house in the world. Yet his food sucks. There's no food growing in Straightway, Tennessee. The people are starving in Straightway. They're not eating good. But they're talking about the food in the cities. You folks eating in the city better than D. Dower and these fat hippopotamus are in the fields. How you got... Let me ask you this question. How the hell you live on the land and you look like you're a fat pig? And you looking older. Ain't it supposed to be when you live in the field, you supposed to be looking youthful? I look more youthful than half of these clowns on the internet. See, the problem is you women, you give your time to wicked men. That's why you looking older. You know you women's gonna get upset. You know why some of you women looking older than your age? Did you know you slept with a wicked man? And when you sleep with a wicked man, you age. Why is it that my exes, when they got with me, they was looking youthful? Yet they with another man, they looking older. I'm going there. When my exes was with me, they was looking youthful. They had a light glow. The minute they left me, they looking older. You have to ask yourself, ladies, this question. Why are you looking older? Because you're dealing with wicked men. When you have intercourse with a man, you're supposed to be looking youthful, woman. Women, I'm talking to you. Why some of you looking older than your age? Because you sleeping with a wicked man. Because you love wickedness. Just like when Cassidy got with D. Dowell. Remember Cassidy before she got in the industry? She was a fine young tenderoni in her 20s. She was a fine young tenderoni. You look at Cassidy now, she look like she on steroids times 10. But you women don't want to admit you slept with a wicked man. That's why you look older than your age. I know women in their 20s and 30s is walking in the cane. You know why these women's walking in the cane? Because they wicked. They wicked. They wicked. That's why some of these 20, 30-year-old chicks, they wicked. They in the cane. How many of y'all see that? How many of you see that in your city? You see these 20 and 30-year-old women. They walking funny. They got a cane. Because they dealing with a wicked man. They're dealing with a wicked man. And why some of these dudes, when they get with a wicked woman, they looking older. They looking bloated. They looking 400 or 500 pounds. Because they dealing with a wicked woman. They dealing with a wicked woman.
red dye, blue, yellow, all this other stuff that don't even need to be in there. And of course, I had my East the other day ask me why they put all this stuff in there. I said, well, it's all about big farming. You don't make money off a healthy population. You make money off a sick population. And if you can get a sick population to be dependent upon your drugs, that's where the money comes in.
D. Dowell, you the one who looking sick. You the one who looking sick. I don't know what you're talking about. He's saying people in the city looking sick. I bet you venture that most of the people, if you show them in straight way, they looking more sicker than the people in the city. Let's go.
And of course, profit margins and all that matters. But I tell you what it does for me. It makes me that much more grateful and thankful that the Most High, many years ago, when he gave me the discernment to be.
Stop using the Most High in your name. You don't have the Most High. Dirty, low Dowell. Stop it.
Able to read his book, the scriptures, and he opened my understanding that I might understand him. So much so to the point that I became a doer of the word. You see, there are a lot of people out here that does a lot of talking. But when you look at their life very closely, when you start peering into their lives extremely close, you find out all they are is a bunch of windbags and have a bunch of words, but they don't have any action.
I tell you what, D. Dowell, I don't have any actions. You sure about that? The brethren I rock with don't have any actions. You're the one who's looking bent out of shape. You're the one who's stressed out. And Rufus is doing well better than you. Rufus is doing way better than you, D. Dowell, and the rest of you clowns in Straightway, because he's moving righteously. He's doing it by the book. We don't see Rufus stressed out. Rufus be over here. He be over by Ringo. He be over by Brainwaves. He go over by Warship. He be over there by Ticket TV. He be chopping it up. Be us regular guys having a good time. You the one stressed out. Ain't nobody coming to see you though. You got like important people coming to see you. Important wicked men coming to kiss your behind. Let's go.
Support those words. Nothing. You can't even look at them and see an example of the book. And
yeah, you still watching us. Oh, he's a man, he's watching us in the clouds. He say you could look at them and see they ain't got nothing going on with the book. Elder Karadasar's doing his thing. What are you talking about? Shout out to Elder Karadasar, born again Israelite. What are you talking about? All this sneak dissing, D-Man. That's why Mr. Rufus is doing way better than you. Your people are starving. His people ain't starving. The people represent the Most High with him ain't starving. Let's go.
It's just poor leaders, man. It really is. It's just sad, sick and sorry, poor leaders. And of course, when the head is sick, the whole body is sick, everything.
Okay. We sick. All right, this is what we're going to do. What we're going to do. Let's do this. He said we sick. All right. Two things we're going to do. If we sick, right? $10 to the Cash App or Venmo, or let's start the $10 party in the super chat. Let's do it. He said that us folks in the towns and city is struggling. So let my audience prove that they're not struggling if they want to support the stream. You can send something like Miss Marilyn did. Y'all can send something $10 to the Cash App, or you want to do the super chat party once again. Let's make it happen. Let's continue.
You're sick about it. So, in my personal opinion, we have too many people out here flapping their gums, deceiving people with good words and fair speeches. But the people, I'm beginning to wonder, man, leaders. And of course, when the head is sick, the whole body is sick. Everything is sick about it. So, in my personal opinion, we have too many people out here flapping their gums, deceiving people with good words and fair speeches, but the people, I'm beginning to wonder, man, is all this stuff that they putting in the food, is it impairing your judgment today?
Oh, wow. He's disrespecting the supporters of ours. He's disrespecting the supporters of ours. He's saying something wrong with y'all. All right, Forever Studio, appreciate the support. Thank you so much, fam. As always, thank you for supporting the stream. He's saying that something wrong with y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all. It's something wrong with them people in the field. Now, me and Brainwaves, I'm going to talk with Brainwaves behind the scene. We're going to talk about these people in the field in comparison to the people in the city. We're going to do another video on that. Since he wants to disrespect those who is in the city. Yet you get the stuff from the city. Off the same people, you take their money and live good, and they go and have nothing in the field. They living in worse conditions than the people in the city. How's that happening? And Marilyn not only supported the Cash App, she also supported the Super Chat. So let's do this. Let me send her an emoji. Give me 1 second. We got the Super Chat party is beginning. Thank you, Marilyn, for the support. Yeah. They going crazy, y'all. We're going to talk about that, me and Brainwaves, sometime, not this upcoming week, y'all. We'll let you know when. We'll let you know when. All right, let's continue. Let's get back to the video.
To where you can't even really truly see what's going on. You look at YouTube, man. Everybody has an opinion about everything.
Here we
but
go.
How much discernment do we have to see are these people profitable? Do they really truly mean what they say? To where you can't even really truly see what's going on. You look at YouTube, man. Everybody has an opinion about everything. But how much discernment do we have to see are these people profitable?
He wants to know if he's going to get some profits off of you. He don't even care about the word. He wants you to spend money on him so he can make himself look good and appear as he's righteous on the internet. If you're not giving him any ties, he ain't going to talk to you. That's crazy, man. That's crazy work. That's crazy. Yo, this guy is worrying about how much money we get on the internet. Why are you so concerned about what I'm getting, D-Dollar? Why are you so concerned about what the other brother and sister is getting? Why are you so concerned? Because you devils want the money that you used to get. You're not getting that no more. The Most High has removed the tithes from y'all. Because if we go biblically, the tithe is supposed to go to the Levites. And it's supposed to be food. It's not supposed to be cars and mansions and all this other stuff. And who's paying you to this day? The government is paying you through 501c3. You disrespect the government, but they're giving you taxes in. Man, these people are something else. Let's continue.
Do they really truly mean what they say? Can you really truly look at their videos and because they do a lot of talking, a lot of finger pointing, a lot of people do. But can you see an action behind their words?
I want my audience to answer this question. Do you see my actions behind my words? Now he want to use my talking point. Does Rollo speak actions or he speaks words? Let's see what the audience have to say. Not what Rollo have to say. Does Rollo do actions or he just talk words all day? Is I'm actionary or I just speak words? I want you fellas and ladies to tell me right now. And Real Toppers, thank you for that support. I appreciate the support on the Cash App. I appreciate that. So you the audience, tell me, is Rollo about actions or he just speak words? Because this demon is saying that we just talk on YouTube all day. We're not about actions. Rollo just talk on YouTube all day. We don't see him doing any work. We don't see. When I say I go somewhere, do I go? Yes or no? You traveling off of other people's money. Now, if the people, let me tell you something, D-Dollar. If the people say, Rollo, we want you to go to such and such, they will support it because they want me to go. Because they're going to be going too. They go where they got to go. So they want me to go. If the people be like, yo, Rollo, you never asked for us a lot of money. Boom. You know what, man? Yo, go somewhere. You forced the people so you could enjoy your life. What I love about Mr. Rufus is he makes sure the people good. That's how the Most High take care of him. You see, D-Dollar, you're not moving right with the people in the land. It's all about you. We already exposed that. Well, oh boy, we're going to go back to that video. We're going to forget. For now, we'll deal with Mark the Messenger and Trend Genius another time. Because of time constraint, and I got things to do. You see what they're saying, D-Dollar? Look what they're saying. Look what the ladies and fellas are saying. And what Brainwave said too. There it is. Let's continue. We're going to deal with the other two another time.
As the old saying go, the proof is in the pudding, and because they do a lot of talking, a lot of finger pointing, a lot of people do. But can you see an action behind their words? As the old saying go, the proof is in the pudding, and a lot of people, it's just words. You can't see nothing in them. You can't nothing at all about their lives. But it makes me thankful and grateful that we had a damn good hunting season this winter, a good hunting season.
Good hunting season. Did you hear that? Or I'm set tripping. He said good hunting season. He didn't say hunting season. He said hunting season. Listen, let's rewind back. I might be mishearing it. Here we go.
Nothing at all about their lives, but it makes me thankful and grateful that we had a damn good hunting season this winter, a good hunting season. Caught a lot of fish last year.
He said hunting season. He said hunting season. Is that correct, y'all? Let me listen one more time.
A damn good hunting season this winter, a good hunting season. Caught a lot of fish last year. Could do better, get more, which we plan on doing that. Raising our own meat birds, growing our own food year around. I mean, when you think about it, the real, true wealth.
Did you know?
Here we go.
In this world, in your lifetime, is your health. True wealth. In this world, in your lifetime, is your health.
Now, why would he say that? Okay, so Brainwave said, he first said hunting, then secondly said hunting season. Yeah, okay, so I stand corrected. Thank you for the confirmation, Brainwaves. I stand corrected. He did say hunting, then secondly say hunting season. Man, this guy, man. Then he's talking about the real wealth is your health. We all could agree with that. Yet, your people are not in good condition and straightway. You may be looked as in great condition, yet the people around you. See, let me explain something to you. If the people around you ain't doing good, you're not supposed to be doing good. Ooh. Ooh, y'all don't want to hear that. If the people that is in your area, they came to you, they sacrificed everything to come to you, and you doing well in your environment, it's not doing well, that's not coming from the Most High, that's coming from Satan. Because the Bible says, none among you shall live in poverty. So if I'm dealing with certain people and we're supposed to be doing some things together, we're not supposed to be struggling. And if it's a downtime, you're supposed to lift up your brother until he gets back on his feet, and then he'll take care of you. That's what the brother is supposed to do. So he's not really helping the brethren. He's destroying everything. It's like TD Jakes. You get what I'm saying? They remove people that sees through their BS. Rufus is doing it the correct way. He's going about it by the book the correct way. That's why nobody around him is struggling. Everybody around him is prospering. And he's okay with what he's doing because he want to make sure the people's good. The saints is good. So they don't have to faint. So they don't have to struggle. They don't have to be a burden to him. Let's get to it.
Because if you think, and it does, cost a lot of money going out there and getting their modified foods and sticking it into your body.
Ain't no, listen. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, here he come with the fear tactic BS now. Here comes the fear tactic nonsense. Here we go.
You think that costs a lot of money? Try being sick. That really costs a lot of money. And of course, I'm getting ready to start a little series over on Patreon because I got a lot of series I didn't start and never did end up finishing because I get distracted.
Oh, see, now you want to put your information on Patreon. You said the money is done, yet you want people to support that big time Patreon. Oh my gosh, man. Yo, you see the hypocrisy? Let me read what Brainwave said. Their environments are lacking because they have drained everyone and everything of abundance. It's not enough but unalive sin and destruction. Absolutely facts, Brainwaves. And y'all make sure, let me put Real Topics product. Y'all make sure y'all support her. Let me see, where she put her product at? Because I need to do that right now. Y'all already know my Vimo and Cash App, but by now. Let me put the Real Topics thing pinned in the top. Okay, there it is. Y'all go support the ladies' product. You know, for you ladies out there, you know what I'm saying? For you fellas, you may have a lady, family member, and you want to help, you know, the lady to look great and good, back to her glory. Go check out Real Topics product. It's pinned to the top, all right? Now, let me read this here. But he's going to our grocery stores, eating and disturbing our modified ornament to his people on his land. That's what he's doing. Interesting question, Brainwaves. Why? Are they getting fed well? That's the question Inquiring Minds want to know, D-Dowell. We don't want to hear you saying they getting fed well. We want to see how the people look on the land. Let's go.
Distracted. But hopefully that Maisha's going to keep me to the fire on this. Hopefully today we'll be able to get a video out.
There it is. He's busted. Listen.
Started and never did end up finishing because I get distracted. But hopefully that Maisha's going to keep.
He said he gets distracted. Did you hear that? He said he gets distracted. What does he get distracted by? Looking at other men's women that he wants to add on to his sin. Ooh, he's telling on himself. I told y'all he gonna tell on himself. Listen again. He's busted.
And of course, I'm getting ready to start a little series over on Patreon because I got a lot of series I've been started and never did end up finishing because I get distracted. But I'm hopefully that Maisha's gonna keep me to the fire on this. Hopefully today we'll be able to get a video out and we're gonna start talking about, because this past feast, my Easter series over on Patreon, because I got a lot of series I've been started and never did end up finishing because I get distracted. But I'm hopefully that Maisha's gonna keep me to the fire on this. Hopefully today we'll be able to get a video out and we're gonna start talking about, because this past feast, my Easter's got bombarded with people wanting to know what can they do about weight loss. You see what I...
There it is. And I did not watch this video, y'all. Hold on. The Most High could strike me. The Most High could strike me. I did not watch this video. Listen to what he about to say. What we've been talking about. Oh, they got a problem with me losing weight. They got a problem with Rollo losing weight. They got a problem because I'm in what they consider the burbs of the city. I'm not in the field. So I don't want to hear about, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear this nonsense about the food is messed up in the city or in the burbs when it's your mindset. You see, when you have thoughtful sins and you be around wicked people, the Most High will teach you a lesson through your weight. There's no excuse. But anyway, he said he got distracted. And there's confirmation. Salute to Ringo's. He said, I'm in the clouds listening while barbecuing. Salute to Ringo. And we got Trending in the house. Yes, Trending. Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all see the full screen, y'all. Y'all see the full screen. You see the mic. Y'all see me in full screen. I'm about to get the third camera real soon. Oh, yeah. I'm about to get the third camera. And what I'm going to do, because I talked to the owner of the house, he said I could drill. And so I'm going to drill. I'm a camera at a certain angle. It's going to be off the chain. He said I could do it. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay a little bit more money to him. And because I'm going to be here for a little bit while longer than expected. So I'm going to drill, put the wires, put the camera a certain angle. I'm looking at the thing right now. Oh, it's going to be off the chain. So once I get that, get everything situated, yeah, we're going to have a different... Shout out to Ringo, man, because he's the motivator, man. I got 2 camera angles right now. I'm using one. I'm saying the other one, because I'm about to get another one real soon. Yeah. All right, so let's get back to it. Listen to what this clown say.
And we're going to start talking about, because, this past feast, my Easter's got bombarded with people wanting to know what can they do about weight loss. You see, what I do is I'm going to, and believe it or not, there are a lot of people concerned about it. Of course, I got many years of this stuff under my belt. And like I said before, if you look at my family, the entirety of it, we literally are a good example of what a family should look like. You can tell them.
You're not a good example of what a family looks like. Stop the cap. Why the people around you not in great shape? Like Brainwave said, how is his people overweight when they're supposed to be eating more healthy than us in the cities? Liars and hypocrites. And me and Brainwaves, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to come up with an interesting title to debunk these people that's living in the fields. The only one that got it correct is Pastor Rufus. That's the only one. I don't, if anybody knows anybody else that got it correct in the field, let me know behind the scenes. The only one that I know right now as of 2025 that got it correct, that's moving correctly in the fields, biblically, it's Mr. Rufus. Because the people around him is not lacking. He's doing everything by the book. This guy may have more than Rufus, yet the people are struggling. You're not supposed to struggle if you're moving righteously. Let me say that again. Let me make myself clear. If you're moving righteously, you're not supposed to struggle in all departments. Now, Rollo, how did you gain weight? Because I was not where I wanted to be. If everybody, Ringo will tell you, people that watch my platform from a long time, I was not heavy set when I started YouTube. Matter of fact, you know, I admitted the adultery thing. And at the time, when I met her, before we did what we did, I was 340 pounds. And then when I got with her, whatever the case may be, I got myself situated. I was 170 pounds when I came on the internet. When you go watch me in the old shape back in the days, the weight hit the hell up 7 days, I was very skinny and slim because I was moving right. It wasn't until, I would say, when I lost the job at the airport, I kind of let myself go because it got to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I gained the weight fully in 2019. And then it fluctuated in 2020, in 2021. And it started going down when I came to Florida in 2022. And then, you know, the situation occurred, boom. I gained it back a little bit in 2023. In 2024, people started noticing after the incident, that's when I was really heavy. Ringo was there. He saw me. I was very heavy in Charlotte. I was 340 pounds. I'm currently 230 pounds now, y'all. Or 350 pounds. Y'all go see my old video at the bowling alley when we was all together in Charlotte. I was big and heavy, yet I was still moving. I was still moving correctly. It's just that I let myself go because I did not want it to be in New York. However, I told myself I can't go to Florida being on the heavy side. No. So I did a lot of changing. You could change to be great in the city, just like in the field. The problem is these demons be acting like people in the city can't change their diet. They can. They just choose not to. And I'm going to tell you this. Just like that big J Triple X over there somewhere in the land, that big Baby also out there somewhere in Texas, he almost 400 pounds. He got the nerve to talk about me. I'm in better shape than he is. The hell he talking about? And even when I was 350, I was still making moves. More than these clowns, man. Please, man. When you are where you're supposed to be, you want to be in your best shape. There's no excuses. Let's go.
My family is instrumental in taking care of themselves. You can tell that. You can tell that they are. And of course now, that is, you know, a lot of people are interested. A lot of people are beginning to get what I'm saying. They begin to understand what I'm saying. They begin to comprehend what I'm talking about. You know, living a quality life. You know, not a life of just getting by, feeling lethargic and lazy and all this other stuff and not getting anything done. Like I told you, man, if you look...
How's the people around you lazy? How's the people around you lazy? That's because you lazy. You lazy. They following you so much, D-Dowell. They following you so much that they have become complacent. They follow you so much, D-Dowell, that they have become complacent. That falls on you at the end of the day. Since you want to be their spiritual guide, since you want to be their spiritual leader, that falls on you. That's why the Bible tells you not to follow man, follow God, follow through Christ. Because man will deceive you, have you look older and try to take your... You got to watch out for this clown. He's trying to take other people's wives, man. This is crazy. Let's go.
Back over a lot of people's lives. Just peer into it. And you look at the sum of what they done. It ain't nothing impressive at all. and you'll be a fool to follow someone and all they got is a bunch of words. A lot of people deceive a lot of people by words.
He's talking about himself. Listen. He's telling you that he deceived you with words. Listen to this hypocrite.
It ain't nothing impressive at all. and you'll be a fool to follow someone and all they got is a bunch of words. A lot of people deceive a lot of people by words. A lot of people. Show us the proof.
No. You show us the proof of who you are. Why are you trying to sue Mr. Rufus? You show us who you are. You're not growing. There's nothing growing around you. What's growing around you? You at the, man, yeah, right, man. Let's go.
That's all we need to do. I don't care what we're doing, show us the proof.
No, you show us.
You're not going to be great at anything in life until you put your hands to that plow. That's just all there is to it. You're not going to be great at nothing until you put your hands to.
Now he sneaked this at Mr. Rufus. He sneaked this at Mr. Rufus. Mr. Rufus has done more than you. Stop lying on this man. You just mad because he's more connected than you are. You mad Mr. Rufus is more connected than you are. And he's very humble about it. Mr. Rufus is very humble about it. He has helped a lot of men in this space. And Ringo even acknowledged what he did for him. Ringo even acknowledged what Mr. Rufus did for him. Mr. Rufus did something for him that you don't even do for your own people. Mr. Rufus did something for Ringo that you don't do for Michael Israel. You got Michael Israel doing all the editing, doing all this and doing all that. He kissing your funky behind and he's struggling over there. All those men that's under you, D-Dowell is struggling. Rufus did something for Ringo. Ringo showed about the camera thing, the battery. He didn't ask anything in return from Ringo. He said, I know you're going to do something great with that camcorder. You need it, here it is. That's what real brothers do. We don't ask for anything back in return. When we do something for somebody, we do it from the heart. We do it from the heart. And the Most High gives us back more than you can even imagine. So shut your mouth up, you dirty low Dowell, you. Who the hell you think you fooling over here, man? Your land is cursed, and the curse of the land in other states. Ain't nothing cursed over by Mr. Rufus. You're gonna lose the case, you're gonna lose the trial, and you're gonna go behind bars. And I'm warning you now, D-Dowell. You and New Breed and the rest of you cronies is gonna get arrested in real time. Just like TD Snakes is gonna get arrested. So his wife better give as much kisses as possible. Oh yeah! Because you're going to get arrested, Mr. TD Snakes. You know that's why you stepped down. You stepped down because you're about to get arrested. And I told y'all, I said it, I'm going to say it again. You're going to see a lot of these people on live streams getting arrested. And it already happened to a popular YouTuber. You may say, well, Rollo, it could be a skit. Whether it's a skit or not, it happened. And guess where he's from? South Atlanta. Y'all know that comedian skit. I forgot the dude's name. I did a video about it. He got arrested in real time. The cops knew who he was. The day that I went to Georgia, I believe it was a day, 2-3 days later, he got arrested. Or the same week I was there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So don't think that these people are going to get away with their sin. No. D-Dowell, you're about to get arrested for lying on Mr. Rufus. So keep it up. Keep on exposing yourself. Let's go.
That plow. Well, I hope, and I can only hope. Once again, just like it's one, you're not going to be great at nothing until you put your hands to that plow. Well, I hope, and I can only hope. Once again, just like it's one string banjo that I am, that I said something to stimulate thought. We already know about what's going on. Ukraine, Israel, Yemen, China, it's all tiring. You can keep that going all day long. I'm not trying to sit up here and make videos regurgitating the same old stuff that I've already said as we.
Listen, ain't nothing going on in these other countries the way you claim they're going on. Stop it with the nonsense. If you are prospering in straight way, why are you concerned about what's going on in these other countries, D. Dower? Why are you so concerned about these tariffs? If you are doing by the Most High, did the Most High tell us not to be concerned about what's going on in this world? Is that not in the Bible, D. Dower? Hypocrite. I can't stand these demons, man.
Watch it happening. I do need to talk about how easily deceived a lot of people are going to be. There's this one.
Yeah, they're easily deceived by you. And a lot of you ladies, you be giving these men all the time. You don't think these guys is warlocks. You don't think these guys is witches. And you wonder why you in trouble. You give your all to these wicked men. You won't give a man that's on point a chance. You won't go visit him. You won't call him. You won't, you just come with the nonsense with him. And a man that's on point ain't got time for nonsense, ladies. But this wicked man, y'all believe everything he say. And then he get you caught up in the burning bush. Let's go.
Guy out there call himself the Mahadi. And now people are listening, and I go, here we go. Matthew 24, and Matthew 24, here we go, the start of it. And I heard the guy do a little bit of speaking. I heard him allude to scripture, but he doesn't have a working knowledge of scripture. Yet and still, he claims to be the successor to Jesus.
Who are you talking about? You talking about Mr. Rufus? You talking about Elder Karadasar? You talking about Ringo? You talking about Brainwaves? You talking about me? Because that's who you talking about. You stated earlier, you get sidetracked by watching us. We don't watch you as much as you watch us. A lot of you center YouTubers watch us more than we watch you. It's the Most High tell us to call you out. I didn't see this video. This is my first time seeing this video. You watch us right now. You watching us right now. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. Now, I know just as well as you know that he's a false prophet. We already know that. I don't give a damn what they say. You can sit in a black chair around an audience with a bunch of mind-numb people all day long. When you're dealing with real men of Yah, they say, he does miracles. Okay, well, where's the miracles? Where's the testimony? I mean, because you know for sure over here, there's hardly a time or season that a miracle is not taking place over here straightway. It happens all the time.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Ain't no miracles happening over there. You speaking blasphemy. If the people haven't spoken to it, I don't believe you. Why the people can't speak on your behalf? If you this great man, then why people are leaving straightway in the droves, boy? If you this great man and you promise the people that they're going to be good under your authority, which we're not supposed to be under a man's authority. Shout out to the Elder Karadasar for saying in his recent live stream he was cooking. We're not supposed to be under any man's authority. Ringo been talking about that for a long time. In Brainwaves, and you hear me periodically say don't be under no man's rulership. Yet this clown, if everything's going good, why are people leaving by the droves? Because it's a sinful place. That's why. Let's go.
I mean, because you know for sure over here, there's hardly a time or season that a miracle is not taking place over here straightway. It happens all the time.
Lies, lies, lies.
All the time. Stuff the doctors that can't even explain. Why?
He disrespecting the doctors and the nurses. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh man, here we go.
That a miracle is not taking place over here straightway. It happens all the time. All the time. Stuff the doctors that can't even explain. Why? Because there's a real Jesus and then there's a false Jesus. There's a bunch of...
Did you hear that part? He said there's a real Jesus and there's a false Jesus. So this guy's trying to play like he's God, y'all. Listen.
All the time. Stuff the doctors that can't even explain. Why? Because there's a real Jesus and then there's a false Jesus. There's a bunch of religious people that ain't producing nothing. Again, the kingdom of heaven is about producing, advancing, a yield on dividends, profit. That's what it's about. And if you are unprofitable servant,
Listen to this demon.
Again, the kingdom of heaven is about producing, advancing, a yield on dividends, profit. That's what it's about. And if you are unprofitable servant, anyway, if you can't get it, you can't discern it, none of my business. But nevertheless,
you see, he's claiming that everything's going great because he's doing it by the book. No, he's not. He's doing it in sin. You could be a prophet of prosperity, a wicked prosperity pastor like many of them. There's prosperous wicked people and there's prosperous righteous people. He's prospering wickedly because if he was prospering righteously, he would not have the stress levels in his face and in his society that he claimed that he built, because he the one who claimed that he built Straightway. Did he not say that? Like TD Snakes, like when Ringo exposed him, claiming that he had to step down because he don't want to see the destruction. Even that snake see the destruction going on. That's why he's stepping down. He's still going to face his judgment. He can't escape his judgment. Yet he stated when Ringo broke it down that I got to step down because I don't want it to go further into the fire. The people did not pay attention because they're under a spell in them churches. Just like they're a spell in these lands. Just like they're a spell in these camps. Remove yourself from these people. Brainwave said, ladies, y'all be losing, going crazy, and having setbacks after setbacks because you're trying to save a wicked person. Uh-oh. Doing that yokes you to him spiritually. Stop trying to save these evil men. Oh my goodness. You don't make the show go great, man. That's a powerful comment, Brainwaves. Woo! Woo! Man, that's a comment. Oh, that's a top comment of 2025 right now, man. Oh my goodness. Brainwaves, that is a top comment of 2025 in the chat room, man. Oh man. Oh man, all praises to y'all, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a fire comment, man. That's a fire comment. Yep. Let's continue.
that's a lot. He's stirring up a lot of. It's amazing how people can just sit in a chair.
Managing your clients and sales is easy when you're just starting out.
With a Carhartt hat on their head, you can't discern it, none of my business. But nevertheless,
you come to sneak this in.
A lot.
Okay, so this like he's going to sneak this us. Here we go. He's about to sneak this us.
He's stirring up a lot of. It's amazing how people can just sit in a chair with a Carhartt hat on their head, dressed in black, monotone voice, and say a few things, and people just start listening. And not only listening, but following. And then hinging on everywhere. I go, boy, there's a sucker born every day, isn't it? There's a.
So he's saying that y'all are suckers for listening to us when, and now should not, we doing it from the Most High perspective, not our perspective. See, he's upset that we are getting support from people. They upset. See, ladies, they want you to support their bad habits. How many of you ladies have support men's bad habits in the past? Admit that. I know you don't do it no more. How many of you at once upon a time support bad men's behavior back in the days? You don't do that no more. You used to do that. Because see, that's what they want. They want you ladies to puff them up and have them authority over the righteous man. The Most High ain't pleased with that. Let's continue.
Ignorant sucker born every day, man. I'm like, wow, look at this. Well, nevertheless, somebody has got to be deceived. Somebody has got to be a fraud.
Somebody's got to be a deceive. Somebody's got to be a fraud. He's talking about himself. Listen.
Look at this. Well, nevertheless, somebody has got to be deceived. Somebody has got to be a fraud.
He's talking about himself. There it is. Somebody's got to be deceived, meaning the people, and he has to be a fraud to make it happen. Wow. I keep telling you, they got to tell on themselves, y'all. Listen again.
Born every day, man. I'm like, wow. Look at this. Well, nevertheless, somebody has got to be deceived. Somebody has got to be a fraud. Somebody has got to be in falsehoods. They do.
Ooh, he is telling you. And you know how he's telling you? He's saluting to the cap. And when you salute to the cap, that's saluting to the wicked elites, y'all. He's saluting to the cap on his head because he's saluting to the wicked elites. Oh, my goodness. If y'all don't catch it, I don't know how you don't catch it, y'all. Let me play it one more time. Listen.
Everywhere I go, boy, there's a sucker born every day, isn't it? There's an ignorant sucker born every day with a Carhartt hat on their head, dressed in black, monotone voice, and say a few things, and people just start listening. And not only listening, but following. And then hinging on everywhere I go, boy, there's a sucker born every day, isn't it? There's an ignorant sucker born every day, man. I'm like, wow, look at this. Well, nevertheless, somebody has got to be deceived. Somebody has got to be a fraud. Somebody has got to be in falsehoods. They do. And you know what? I myself personally, along with a couple other pastors and elders, we've been doing some serious investigation into the background of a lot of people who we used to associate with. And
oh, there it is. I hope Ringo's listening. Ringo, did you hear that part? He said that they're investigating a lot of background check on people that they do what? Listen, y'all. Here we go. Look what this demon said.
They do. And you know what? I myself personally, along with a couple other pastors and elders, we've been doing some serious investigation into the background of a lot of people who we used to associate with. And man,
did you hear that? So I know Mr. Rufus might be busy because he's taking care of the people. I got to send him the timestamp to that. He got to listen to that part, so it could get the word could get out to other people. I gotta let him know about this video too. He said that he's doing background checks on people that left. So all you people that left straightway, he's doing background checks on you and your family. Oh man, yo, it's not they losing a lot of money, y'all. The money ain't looking good in straightway. Listen.
I myself personally, along with a couple other pastors and elders, we've been doing some serious investigation into the background of a lot of people who we used to associate with.
Wow.
And man, it ain't good. It ain't good at all. It's just sad. And like I said before, going forward, when people come to want to be a part of the fellowship, you may want to look into their background to see if they are who they say they are. You may.
And that's what New Breed is doing right now. Listen, y'all, let me come in full camera. Listen. New Breed is doing scammeries with people's accounts, and a lot of people lost money as of late, or they trying to go into our accounts because when you go to the love notes, right, and you go to his website, they could read your information. Somehow they have the website where there's a lot of scamming going on. So he's doing the same thing, y'all. Man, they scamming the people in straightway, y'all. So they're doing background tests to see which family members have money. Bro, they're not doing very well. I told y'all when I had on Rufus that the end was going to come. It's coming. Dowell, I know you watching. Get ready to be arrested real soon. you're going to get arrested live. Oh, yeah. Your time is up. You're going to get arrested a lot. You're going to do a lot. Just like your boy. How many of y'all remember I said something was going to happen in Straightway, Indian Goshen? Put a 5 in the chat when I was breaking down exposing D. Dowell. And I said something was going to happen in Goshen. And guess what? It happened to Pastor Muir. Oh, just because he's out doesn't mean he's out. He done told some things about D. Dowell. There's no way you get out of a abusive situation in Indiana and everything's kumbaya. I'm telling you that Muir, that demon, told on D. Dowell. Y'all remember what I said? When you go back to those videos, I said that. I said something's going to happen in Indian Goshen, and it came to fruition. And I'm telling you that Muir talked. He talked. And they're going down. Yeah. Yeah. You can't get out of that situation, what you did to that young boy, and all of a sudden you back it. No, he did a plea deal. Muir is going to bring down Straightway. The Most High is using that demon to bring down Dowell. Because Muir was the one who lied on Rufus. When he went to go to Atlanta, he lied on Rufus. And, you know, D. Dowell believed him and got rid of Rufus. Now, Muir got in trouble because he was the one who lied on Rufus, and he did a plea, and he's going to be the one who's going to bring Dowell to get arrested. And when it happens, y'all remember this video. I know the play. Goodbye, D. Dowell. You'll be gone soon. That boy you have left to you, Muir, you trust him more than anybody else. Let me explain something to y'all, how these demons work. Just like your Richard Saw is going to bring down New Breed. Yeah, I said it. Your Richard Saw is going to bring down New Breed. Muir is going to bring down D. Dowell. These demons are going to be turning on each other. Y'all just watch. Watch and learn. Let's go.
I want to look into that because a lot of people selling wolf tickets and a lot of people are painting pictures, murals of what they are and what you think. When you on careful evaluation, when you really truly look behind the scenes like they don't want you to do, these people, man, professional frauds. Just like this.
Just like you are. Just like you are. You telling on yourself. Let's go.
False prophet deals. Man, he gonna put Jesus Christ and the Prophet Muhammad both in the same sentence. I don't get that, man. I don't get it. Yahshua's the Messiah.
He's talking about brainwaves. He sneaked this in brainwaves, y'all. He sneaked this in brainwaves. He was watching brainwaves video. This is the same guy that tried to invite brainwaves and Newbury at the time. This is the same individual that tried to bring them to the doorsteps of hell. This is the same individual in the video, you know, prior to me, you know, after me, Brainwaves, and Ringo started talking again. You know, that was my first time interacting with Brainwaves. Let me stand corrected because I already knew of Ringo. So as time went on, after the conversation I had on Brainwaves platform, and then, you know, Ringo removed me from being blocked, and the list goes on. I got the video. It's been a long time ago. And in that video, I talked about how I caught the part when he said he wanted to invite Brainwaves in Newbury. Before the fallout. He didn't know about the fallout until later on, okay? Now he's disrespecting Brainwaves in this part. Let's continue.
Period. And Muhammad came 600 years after him. I don't understand it for the life of me. I don't get it. And the Messiah clearly spoke to us and told us what to watch for and to look for. Well, nevertheless, here we are. So You better believe I'm gonna keep Israel glued. I'm gonna keep us not only glued, I'm gonna keep us informed. I'm gonna let you know what's true and what's false. I'm gonna let the chips fall where they lay. We'll see. We'll see who are real true men of Yah and who are not. That's all we can do.
You're not a real true man of Yah. That's what we know.
Isn't it? And even at that, the deception of a lot of people is so steep and so real that I don't even think that's gonna even move a lot of people nowadays.
All right, let's get to the video. All right, let's stop right there. Give me 1 second. Let's get to the next video. I want y'all to see. We talked about it before. Let me go to the video. Let's see. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay. We're going to close it out with this. All right, here we go. Let's get back to that video I did expose before. Let's go.
That symbol is bad in your eyes. Come on, y'all. Cut it out. So anyway, to Shep and all the other righteous leadership of Straightway, Sister Soon, Brother Shannon, we ain't going nowhere unless there's a compelling reason. Not this fluffy, hell no. We're here. We here. And I bless you for your labor of love, Pastor Dow. Stay strong. Just understand, as many of these brothers making videos about why they leaving and this, that, and the other, and got negative stuff to say and calling names on it. Just understand, there's brothers that are on the other side of that aren't playing that bullshit. They're not gonna leave because you get an extra ATV or you get a newer truck and other dumbass reasons like that. Get you that truck, Pastor. Get you a bigger house if you want. Get you 3 more cars if you want. Do you, Pastor? We with you. You earned it and you deserve it. This is Brother Shannon. If somebody don't like it, call my name out. Put it in the comments. Hey, I'm a big boy.
I called you out. Now, where's your video at? I called you out. I called you out. I called you out. Where's the video at? I called you out. You a big boy? You a big boy? I called you out. I want the smoke. I want you to go live and talk about Floridian Rollo. I want the smoke now. Yeah, I want the smoke. You got big boy, you're a big guy. Come on now. So you would rather live poor and have your family living poor. You're not even a man. I don't know why these women's getting with you wicked dudes. Oh, I know why, because they love wicked men. It's women. This is what you want. You want these wicked, prosperous men? These dirty boys? What kind of woman will want her man to give his all to another man? Pause. Pause. Man, I'm telling you, man. Let's listen to this nonsense again. Let's go back.
Decided that you're smarter than Shep, you know more than he does about this type of stuff, and that you're going to guide him now instead of the other way around.
What?
There's nothing on that symbol that's evil or demonic. It's up here in your mind. Pastor knows what the hell he's doing.
It's demonic.
You either trust him or you don't. How come he was so wise and smart 2 months ago, and all of a sudden now he's so dumb he can't see that symbol is bad in your eyes? Come on, y'all. Cut it out. So anyway, to Shep and all the other righteous leadership of Straightway, Sister Soon, Brother Shannon, we ain't going nowhere unless there's a compelling reason. Not this fluffy, hell no. We're here. We here. And I bless you for your labor of love, Pastor Dow. Stay strong. Just understand, as many of these brothers making videos about why they leaving and this, that, and the other, and got negative stuff to say and calling names on it. Just understand, there's brothers that are on the other side of that aren't playing that bullshit. They're not gonna leave because you get an extra ATV or you get a newer truck and other dumbass reasons like that. Get you that truck, Pastor. Get you a bigger house if you want. Get you 3 more cars if you want. Do you, Pastor? We with you. You earned it and you deserve it. This is Brother Shannon. If somebody don't like it, call my name out, put it in the comments. Hey, I'm a big boy. I can deal with it. I'm out.
Listen, ladies, be careful with these men. Let me check out what time this thing starts, because I got stuff to go see. I got stuff to go see and got stuff to do. Unlike these fools, oh, you ain't doing no actionary work. I got stuff to do tonight. What do you think? I ain't got stuff to do tonight? Let me see what time they say. And shout out to everybody tuning into the show. I appreciate it. Let me see what time they say. Hold on. Oh, let me see. Okay, let me see what time they say. Because I got to find out what time do they have it ready. Because I'm ready to roll. Oh, okay. They say be ready by 9 o'clock. That's even better. Okay, they say be ready by 9 o'clock. So I got about an hour. I already did what I need to do. I'm already dressed up to go where I need to go. And be ready for those behind the scenes footage. I will be showing you what's going on behind the scenes. That will be for my members only, of course. And we have Jessica in the building. How you doing? Yeah, so we got time. We got time, y'all. We got time for Mark the Messenger. So I just got the message. They say be ready by 9 o'clock. Oh, I gotta get the video. Hold on. Aye, party. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I find it. Yeah, let me see if I find it. Yep, I got it ready. Here we go. Let's get right to it. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Let's go.
All right, so weird and funny vibes. What does that mean? So I told y'all about when you get bad vibes and bad energy, that's the devil. But there's different vibes you get from people, right? And one thing I learned, when you get weird and funny vibes from someone, that means get ready for them to switch up on you. Get ready. And it's not them, it's not them. Some people are weaker. Some people are at war. And let me tell you something about demons, right? How demons work. When someone's at war, the demons, they feed off it. They love it because now not only could they destroy that vessel, they could also use that vessel to destroy others.
Did you hear that part? You see, ladies, these warlocks will use you to set us up. So he's in on it. He's in on the setup. If y'all recall, during the fallout, at the time, he was all saying all bad stuff about us. When it was me, he said bad stuff about me at the time, right? He didn't make no video. He was in everybody's chat talking bad about me. Yet behind closed door, he was praising me. You see where I'm going with this? And so when he saw Brainwaves did the initiative, he crashed out. His crash out is different than new greed, new bum, new broke. His crash out is different, y'all. And there was a time before the fallout that we were supposed to link up in Miami, and for whatever reason, his partner couldn't make it. No, that was the Most High protecting me from dealing with you, because you are sneaky warlock. I call you the sneaky warlock out of all of them. You the sneaky warlock. This is a sneaky warlock. The other ones, we could see it. He hides his warlock ways. Yet he's very professional warlock. This is, out of all of them, you don't want to be with none of them ladies. This one right here is the sneakiest of all of them and more dangerous, because he don't talk as much, if that makes sense. Y'all get what I'm saying? Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Come on out in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
I'm saying those who are in the righteous path, the narrow path, they could use that vessel to try to destroy you. So you got to be very cautious, man, of weird and funny vibes getting off someone. Pay attention. The signs are there. If you belong to wisdom, if you have wisdom, a little bit of type of wisdom, bro, you're going to be able to detect that. Even back when I was in the world, I would get these type of vibes from someone, and I chose to ignore it because I thought, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping or whatever, right? And then a few days, few weeks later, to wisdom, if you have wisdom, a little bit of type of wisdom, bro, you're going to be able to detect that. Even back when I was in the world, I would get these type of vibes from someone, and I chose to ignore it because I thought, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping or whatever, right? And then a few days, few weeks later, backstabbed, betrayed, but the vibes were there, the vibes were there. I could have paid attention, but I chose to just, be kind, be good, be nice,
You see how deadly he is, y'all? Like, we know what the other ones, they flamboyant with it. This one is the quietest one. And these are the ones you got to watch out for, because they all have sins. He has a lot of sins. And see, he does the most nastiest work out of all of them, because nobody pays attention to him. We focus on the ones that get more notice of their sins. He got the quiet sins. He got the quiet sins, y'all. And see, he out in the area, by doing my research, he's around a lot of widows where he stay at. Upon my research, a lot of widows. And they do he does super magic. We know New Broke does his warlock. We see it. This guy plays it clean. These are what we call clean warlocks. And believe it or not, a lot of women cling on to clean warlocks. They are deadly. Matter of fact, when I was talking to Courtney at the time, shout out to her, I know she's MIA for a reason. And so she told me she was dealing with a clean warlock. A clean warlock, and Brainwaves could tell you if I'm lying or not. A clean warlock is the guy like this. He's clean, he's clingy, and he's very manipulative. He's more manipulative than Newbury and D-Dower put together, y'all. I'm not lying. This guy right here is more manipulative than D-Dower and Newbury put together. And the women will trust him more than the other two. Even though they trust the other two, they trust him more. And he got a lot of dirty secrets, y'all. Nobody just have come out about it yet, because he have a way of paying them off. And how he got that place is Section 8. And the place is worth a lot more than what Newbury stay in South Atlanta. That's all I'm going to say on that. Man, these people, man, they don't get their stuff correctly. Let's go.
But the Bible says there's a time for hate. There's a season of hate. Just like when Jesus, when he was at the table, or when he was at the church and he saw those people, turning that, to a den of thieves, what did he do? Flip the tables, get the whips, chase people with. If Jesus did that today, they would tell, oh, Jesus, that's not holy, or that's not righteous. Jesus will never do that. That's what these little
You got to understand that he's very sneaky with his stuff. He's very crafty with the scriptures. This guy is very crafty with the scriptures. He has a board. The way he does his board, it makes you want to listen more. Yo, this guy has stole from what's his name? What's the brother's name? He stole from the brother too. That New Breed stole from. What's the guy's name? Young Steel. He stole from Young Steel too. These guys are thieves, man. This guy is a real thief, y'all. He's a quiet thief. Let's go.
Religious people will tell him. These effeminate men will tell him. So you're not always supposed to be nice and all the time, because being nice all the time is how you're gonna get used. So have a balance. The Bible even tells you about balance in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16 to 17. It says, "Don't be over righteous," and it says, "Don't be over wicked." A balance.
Here we go. Here we go. Man, the Most High is moving. Listen to this. Listen.
So have a balance. The Bible even tells you about balance in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16 to 17. It says, "Don't be over righteous," and it says, "Don't be over wicked."
Let's get that scripture real quick. Don't be over righteous. Don't be over wicked. Hold on. Don't be over righteous. Hold on. It's Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. Let's get that. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna go to it. I'm glad he brought that up. Now, Brainwaves is confirming Mark looked like the most innocent of all of them, one of all of them. These are the most dangerous warlocks for sure. He confirmed it. Correct, Forever Studios. Yes, he is. That's why he crashed out on Brother Karadasar with the Cash App. Yes. You catching on. Yes. For those who were there. Yes. Man, y'all really paying attention. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, all for P77. The mouth of the funnel. You get it. You get it. You get it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's get the scripture real quick. Let's do this. The book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shall thou destroy thyself? Let's go to the next verse. Be not over much wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shalt thou die before thy time? Let's go to the verse 18. It is good that thou shalt take a hold of this. Yea, also from this, withdraw not thy hand. For he that feareth God shall come forth of them all. He didn't want to read that part. You see? He didn't want to read that part. It is good that thou shalt take hold of this. Yet also from this, withdraw not thy hand. Why not withdraw not thy hand? For he that feareth God shall come forth of them all. Meaning, don't be around these over religious people and don't be around these over wicked people. That's what that means. How many of us have seen these over religious people and they are in sin? And we know what sin causes you to be unalive, right? See, he didn't read, he just telling you the scripture. He's not explaining it because he's a warlock. A warlock cannot explain these things. They're going to tarry it. They're going to tarry the word. They're going to tarry the word. The Bible said, it is good that thou shalt take hold of this, meaning the warning. Yea, also from this, withdraw not thy hand, meaning withdraw not thy hand from what the warning is. For he that feareth God shall come forth of them all. Don't be around these over religious people and don't be around these overly wicked people. That's what that means. Because you got a lot of people that's over religious, acting like over righteously, and they have done some dirt, just like the wicked people. That's what Solomon was talking about. Because Solomon was considered the wisest of all. And yes, we're supposed to have a balance in life. What that balance is, not to overwork yourself and not to overstress yourself. Uh-oh. Does that ring a bell? Do not overwork yourself. Do not overstress yourself. Because those two will take you out. I'm going to say it again. Do not overwork yourself. Do not overstress yourself. Those two will take you out. Fear of what God warned you, what to do and what not to do. Don't stress yourself out, man. And see, he didn't read that because he wants you to, sin. I'm telling y'all, man, you can't make this up, y'all. You can't make this up. See, when you deal with this quiet warlock, you got to go more to depth. Because he played it smooth. Very dangerous. Let's get back to him again. If anybody want to correct me, you could correct me. The elders could correct me if I took it out of context. I don't mind corrections. I'm just moving in the spirit of the Most High. Let's get back to him. Listen again.
Balance. The Bible even tells you about balance. In Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16 to 17, it says, don't be over righteous, and it says, don't be over wicked. A balance. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, this is Solomon talking. He had all the wisdom. He even said there's a time for everything under the sun. And there's even a time for war. And one thing about, like I said on my last video, when you're in war season, you want to be sober. And you might not be at war, right? But your loved ones might be at war. What does the scripture say? A man's enemies will be in his own household. The Bible even says, trust ye not in the friend. Why does the Most High God tell us to trust ye not in the friend?
Listen.
Because he knows in the last days, the spirit of betrayal will be at an all-time high. A man's enemies will be at his own house. Daughter against her mother, son against his father. He knew that. So he even warns us, do not put your trust in a friend. The Bible even says, cursed be a man who puts his trust in man. So no.
Yet these people put trust in each other to deceive the people. Let me read what Brainwave said. But all these guys are over righteous, claiming they don't sin and keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments, but are over wicked behind the scenes. Exactly. You are absolutely correct, Brainwaves. Yep. Let's continue.
Put your trust in my videos or any conscious content creators. Warns us, do not put your trust in a friend. The Bible even says, cursed be a man who puts his trust in man.
And the Most High could strike me. I did not listen to this video. Yo, the Most High is moving, y'all. Man, listen to this. Let me be quiet.
Father, he knew that. So he even warns us, do not put your trust in a friend. The Bible even says, cursed be a man who puts his trust in man. So don't put your trust in my videos or any conscious content creators. Put your trust in the Most High, man.
There it is. Came from the horse's mouth. Don't put no trust in his content unless it comes from the Most High himself. Wow. Man, yo, I'm telling you ladies, man, if this don't ring a bell, I don't know what to tell y'all from here on out. And you guys too, that be listening to these guys. They be telling, I told y'all last year, Brainwaves is the witness, Ringo's the witness, many of you the witness. I told you they have to confess to y'all in 2025. The Most High said to tell y'all that they're going to confess in 2025. You're going to be hearing things that's going to make you be like, wow. Like what Ringo exposed, what's that pastor's name that Ringo exposed? And that dude talked about his bedroom and his wife didn't say nothing. His wife was sitting there when he was talking about he eating out. Man, yo, if I don't listen, I told y'all they got to confess. The Most High say to say it. Tell your brothers, tell the sisters, tell the people in the chat. My hands are clean at the end of the day. This is the Most High's doing. And I'm going to be seeing people that the Most High want me to meet up with. You know what I'm saying? There's various reasons to why I'm going out late tonight, because I was going to catch something early, but no, I'm going later on. Y'all know I'm always going to meet somebody. The Most High always make me meet somebody when I go out and enjoy myself. The point is that he told y'all what I've been saying. Don't take for what I say. Brainwaves tell you, Ringo tell you, Elder Karadasai tell you, Rufus will tell you, many of us will tell you. Do your own research. Yeah, Pastor John Gray, he told you what he was doing. They all have to confess. Everybody has to confess that's in sin. They have to confess. There's no more hiding. Just like the ladies are confessing to me. Oh, I have a thing for New Breed still. I have a thing for other guys. I already know. Ladies, don't lie to me. You don't need to lie. Confess. It's not good to hold something that you into. And you need to repent and remove yourself from these type of guys, because they will lead you to hell. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all getting it. Y'all getting it. Y'all finally getting it. Some of you ladies are finally getting it now. It had to take this video for you to realize. Listen, you don't think these guys been trying to get me for a long time in the industry? You don't think they try to get Ringo or Brainwaves? You had D. Dowell confess. Brainwaves is in the building. Brothers in the clouds, listen, Ringo and them. You had D. Dowell confess that he wanted to invite New Breed and Brainwaves. And I truly believe that he was ready to get rid of Michael Israel, because Brainwaves know how to produce better than Michael Israel. No disrespect to Michael Israel. No disrespect to him. You're not on Brainwaves' production level. And you're definitely not on Ringo's production level. I know he didn't invite Ringo, but he used to be on Ringo's Patreon at the time. You get what I'm saying? And Ringo exposed those receipts. The point I'm trying to get y'all to see is that these guys know that their time is up. They must confess to their audience, because they're not who they say they are. Man, wow. Woo. Let's listen again. Listen.
Because he knows in the last days, the spirit of betrayal will be at an all-time high. You know, a man's enemies will be at his own house. Daughter against her mother. You know, son against his father. You know, he knew that. So he even warns us, you know, do not put your trust in a friend. The Bible even says, cursed be a man who puts his trust in man. So don't put your trust in my videos or any conscious content creators. You know, put your trust in the Most High, man. But let's get straight into it, man. More into the weird vibes, you know, funny vibes you can also, man. Pay attention to that. These people are at war. Like I said, the demons, they love that, you know, because now they can try to work through you, through them, you know. And like, they're not the devil, you know. When you get weird, bad vibes, bad energy, yeah, that's the devil. But when you're getting weird, funny vibes, that's not the devil. They're just at war. Maybe they're doing some type of witchcraft in secret, or maybe they're trying to give up their sins. They're trying to leave darkness. The darkness will.
Listen. He's confessing. Listen. Let me go back. Let me read this comment before we go back to what he said again. Brainwave says, all you ladies who have feelings and desires for these wicked men, we expose, will go through hell and never get free of bad situations. This is why you can't get ahead. Leave them and repent. Ooh, man, you going in, Brainwaves. Rizariah says, the way Mark spoke to Elder Karadasai was telling on last year's video. Yes. Forever Studio said mic drop. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. And this is what Brainwave said. I could definitely outproduce Michael Israel. No offense. It's not even close. Dow would love to have my talent. New Zesty is an idiot to say I didn't bring anything to his 9 initiative. And that's exactly facts. That's exactly facts, y'all. That's exactly facts. Yep, I agree with that 1,000,000%. Man, listen again, y'all.
The weird vibes, funny vibes, someone, man. Pay attention to that. These people are at war. Like I said, the demons, they love that, because now they can try to work through you, through them, and they're not the devil, when you get weird, bad vibes and bad energy, yeah, that's the devil. But when you're getting weird, funny vibes, that's not the devil. They're just at war. Maybe they're doing some type of witchcraft in secret, or maybe they're trying to give up their sins. They're trying to leave darkness. The darkness will never let you live in peace. When I left my darkness for good, I got thrown into mental hospital. And the war was going crazy, bro. The gang stalking got turned up. They got.
Listen again, y'all. And it kind of like what Brainwaves have that footage of New Breed. He still have those sins. This guy still have those sins, y'all. Listen.
Darkness. The darkness will never let you live in peace. When I left my darkness for good, I got thrown into mental hospital. And the war was going crazy, bro. The gang stalking got turned up. They got turned up, man. And so just remember that when you're leaving up your sins, your darkness, they're going to turn it up. But you have to remember that you gave them access to turn it up because you were submitted to darkness. You were submitted to your sins.
Listen.
And you weren't trying to live a life of repentance. And you weren't trying to, live the right, walk the narrow path. So those demons that you attracted when you were in darkness, they're gonna be used. Those people you were turning up with, partying with, or getting chicks, get your friends, talking to chicks, cracking jokes with, or getting high with. They're gonna be your enemies, man. Because what does the Bible say? We wrestle not against flesh and blood. The spiritual wickedness in high places. You were turning up with, partying with, or getting chicks, get your friends, talking to chicks, cracking jokes with, or getting high with. They're going to be your enemies, man.
Did you hear that? Did you ladies hear that? Did you ladies hear that? Oh, y'all want to play? Y'all want to play dumb? Did you fellas hear it? How you doing, Rachel? Yes, Miss Marilyn. He's telling on himself. Yeah. How you think they was getting some of the women on the internet? Who knows what they was doing to the women? These women was getting attacked on the internet. You had like with the Jones family got attacked. You got Real Topics got attacked. You got Tanya So 100, and the list goes on, got attacked. Now, some of these ladies at the time didn't believe that these are warlocks and witches men. Stay away from Mark the Messenger, ladies. If you are having any accounts with Mark the Messenger, you need to remove yourself from him today. You've been warned. This one is the deadliest one of all of them because he moved differently than them. And Brainwaves, comment confirms that. Let me go back to Brainwaves comment. This is confirmation. Mark looks like the most innocent one of all of them. Excuse me. These are the most dangerous warlocks for sure. There it is. That's confirmation. All right. Let's continue.
Because what does the Bible say? We wrestle not against flesh and blood. The spiritual wickedness in high places. You have to know that verse. If you call yourself, I'm not going to even say a TI, but when you call yourself a chosen person or a warrior of the Most High, you have to know Ephesians chapter 6. That's a must. And so how you could deal with these, these funny vibes, funny energy, just keep them from a distance. Love them from a distance and pray for them. Pray for them because they might not be praying for themselves and they might not even know.
Where in the Bible are we supposed to pray for the wicked ones? Somebody get that scripture for me in the chat. Where in the Bible so we supposed to pray for the wicked ones? I need that scripture right now. Somebody put it in the chat. We're supposed to pray for the wicked ones. Let's continue.
They're being used. They might not even know that the devil's using them or demons are manipulating them. You know, some type of MK Ultra, all that type of stuff. The MK Ultra, V2K, it's all witchcraft. You know, it's mind games, manipulation. It's all witchcraft. You know, when you get put on the program, you know, they want you to kill yourself. I mean, look at Christ. You know, I study Christ because I strive to live like him. You know, I strive to be like him. Of course, I'm not going to be without sin, but
Whoa. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. Uh-oh.
It's all witchcraft. You know, when you get put on the program, you know, they want you to kill yourself. I mean, look at Christ. You know, I study Christ because I strive to live like him. You know, I strive to be like him. Of course, I'm not going to be without sin, but.
Oh my goodness. Man, these false prophets, these false messages, man. Oh my gosh. Brainwave say, ladies, you can't have a heart and love for these warlocks. That turns you into a wicked woman, and you see negativity in your life daily and can't get ahead. That's true. That is so true, Brainwaves. It's not in the Bible, right? It's not in the Bible. Yeah, it's not in the Bible. It's not. Man. Let's continue.
You know, so what happened to Christ when he fasted for 40 days, you know? The devil came up to him, and what did the devil tell him? He said, you know, go jump off the bridge, you know, go jump off the cliff, you know, go kill yourself. You know, God will, you know, or he said some type of lies, you know, the father of lies. You know, he was lying to him, playing mind games. So that when you get put on the program, they want you to kill yourself. Even Satan told, you know, Christ, go kill yourself, you know? And he tried to manipulate him saying that, oh, you won't die or whatever. It's all mind games they play with you. You know, Satan manifests himself to Christ, you know? So, you know, this is why I'm big on prayer and fasting. This is how you're really going to break free from the power of the devil. You know,
we're going to get to that in a second. Let's get to this. Proverbs 15:29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. Exactly. Proverbs 15:29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. Man. There it is, y'all. Listen to this part again. We're almost done.
So, you know, this is why I'm big on prayer and fasting. This is how you're really going to break free from the power of the devil, you know, from the power of darkness. You know, prayer, fasting, reading your Bible, applying it to your life. You know, spending time alone. You know, when you spend more time alone, at least from my experience, I'm more connected to the spirit. And one revelation I received recently, right? When you fast, you have a lot of spiritual power. I don't know why that is, but you have a lot of spiritual power. That's why Christ and Moses, they both fasted 40 days, 40 nights. They were spiritually strong. I mean, I struggle to go a week, you know? So that means I'm not even on that level yet. I'm not even close to that level. And a lot of people, they call themselves, oh, they're high level of spirituality, which is...
The Bible warns you not to say that in front of man. The scripture tells you not to tell people how many days you fast. That's wickedness, man. Why are you telling people how many days you fast? Yo, I don't know how your people don't see right through the wall. Let's go.
To me, if you're not casting demons out of people, if you're not doing what Christ was doing and the disciples were doing, that's high spirituality. All of us, all content creators, you know, at least what I watch, we're not doing that. So we're not on that type of level yet. And it's okay, you know, they were, you know, it took, I'm pretty sure they didn't receive that power instantly. You know, it took time. You got to be tested, you know, new levels, new devils. God has to trust you before he can give you a certain power. And, you know, you'll be tested many times. Like I said, new levels, new devils.
The Most High has used us, and most people have been saved from the Hebrew Israelite, and you use my talking point, Israelite. That's my talking point, by the way. Most people have been saved from leaving these camps, these churches, and the list goes on. The Most High have used us on the internet, and some people have been spared and saved, and their life has changed, and they notice that the Most High is with them more because they took upon the message from the Most High, not from us, from the Lord Himself, and they looked into it and they changed their life. So that's healing. Yes, we can't heal people in real time. It's a lot of steps that goes to it before the person gets vindicated. I get that part. Yet what people have came and testified on your behalf and saying that the Most High is with you? None. Let's go.
And so yeah, man, just be very cautious on the funny vibes, the funny energy. It'll come out of nowhere. It's most likely because demons are using them. They're gonna do something to you. Remember, it all happens in the spiritual realm first before it manifests in the physical realm. So just like when you have demonic dreams, let's say if you have like a wet dream, which is a succubus, you got a wet dream, right? And the succubus attack. Now she's gonna manifest herself in the physical.
Why does he keep talking about this? Because he's involved in that type of stuff. He's involved in that type of stuff. Ladies, who knows how many photos that you sent to him privately? Right? You know they could do something with your photos, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. And yes, women could do something to your photos too, man, if you're not standing correctly. I just want to let you fellas know that too. You're not out the woodworks. There's women that got photos of you trying to control you right now as we speak. And the Most High is resending it back to them. And that's why they're getting hit hard. Okay? Let's continue.
Bro, you got to pay attention, bro. Or let's say if you die in your dreams, that was a demon in the spiritual realm who got you. Now in the physical realm, he's going to send stuff your way to bring spiritual death. The Bible says the wages of sin is death. So they're going to use people to get you to go back to your old ways, and the wages of sin is death. So now you're back to being spiritually dead. So the Bible says in Proverbs, the man who wanders out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Congregation of the dead. Meaning your congregation is dead too, right? You remember what you said. Don't take what you doing serious. Earlier. Let's go.
Wow, bro. All praise to the Most High. So be very, and like I said, got funny vibes from the energy. That's not the devil. It's just these,
funny vibes of energy. It's not from the devil. What? What did you say?
Funny vibes from the energy. That's not the devil. It's just these, they're at war. They can either be very, and like I said, got funny vibes from the energy. That's not the. So be very, and like I said, got very, and like I said, got funny vibes from the energy. So be very, and like I said, got funny vibes from the energy.
Did you see that he's mumbling? You hear that entity is speaking through him? Did y'all hear that part? I'm gonna play it again. Listen, that's not coming from me. That's coming from his video. Listen.
Be very, and like I said, got funny vibes from the energy. That's not the devil. It's just these, they're at war. They either are submitted to their demons, or they're unawarely, they're unaware. That they're in the devil.
Don't he sound nervous when he speaks about this? They got him speaking in circles. Let's go.
The devil's using them. It could be a woman, the weaker vessel. The devil loves using them. Or it could be a man who has weak flesh, weak spirits. You got to understand, Peter, who was a true warrior of the Most High, he had a weak flesh, weak spirits. That's why the devil kept using them. So it's not only a woman, So always be cautious. It could be your fellow warrior of the warrior of Christ. Someone calls himself.
Look at this, y'all. 5 signs someone in your life is a witch. Oh my goodness, y'all. You see? That's why did that come up across the screen? 5 signs someone in your life is a witch. Oh my goodness, y'all. Ooh wee. Well, we're gonna close it out with trend. We got one more to go. One more person to go before I get on out of here. Oh my God. I'm not going to be too long with him. I'm not going to be too long with this character, man, because I got to get ready. I got to, get the cab ready. Let's get to it. Here we go.
What's going on? It's your big brother Trend. You tuning in again to another exclusive video. I hate to talk about this stuff, but a lot of people call it doom and gloom. And you know what's funny? It's funny how people think. Like, with everything that nobody understands, don't you know they always give it a name? Like, people love to put a name on something that they do not understand, and because they don't want to understand it and they don't like it, so they'll call it doom and gloom.
It is
when it's really facts and research. It's really facts and research. So I don't want this video to scare you. I'm just warning you.
Warning?
Okay? I'm just warning you.
Warning?
All right? I do a lot of research on stuff. I know a lot of people don't do research no more. They got ChatGPT now. They got Google now. A lot of people don't go to the library like I do and read books and get
all these over religious. I'm just saying that. I'm saying a talking point now. Other content creators is gonna say over righteous, type of people. Man, he's trying to be over righteous, y'all. Yo, this is funny, man. Let's go.
Written evidence of what actually happened or occurred at this time of the year, this time in history. A lot of people don't do that no more. I still do that. I still be on my computer researching things, reading articles, reading magazines. I still got magazines. I collect magazines that come in my mail. And
he got magazines of watching women with their clothes off. That's what magazines he have. That's what he's telling y'all. He's getting, back in the days, when we used to go to school, or, you're not supposed to be in your parents' room and you saw something you're not supposed to saw. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You fellas and ladies know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what he's still into. When you used to watch the Al Bundy show and they talk about Biggins, y'all know what Biggins is, the women's press. Okay, let's go.
I sit on the sofa and I read magazines. Yes, I'm a traditional man. Old soul. So the information that I come with, 75% of it is legit right. The rest of the percentage, you can take it and do whatever you want to do with it. But I know what I'm saying is right.
Yo, man, this expose, man. This is wild. Let's go.
All right. So, End Times Prophecy 2025. End Times Prophecy 2025, y'all.
What?
End Times Prophecy 2025.
What?
A lot of people say Christ is coming back. A lot of people say we living in the end times.
What?
A lot of people say the rapture will occur sometime soon. What? Everybody has a different opinion about these times that we living in. So safe to say, aren't we living in some very strange times? Safe to say, do these times really feel like Revelation times? I can probably say yes, 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 yes. Without the shadow of a doubt, yes, something is not right. Something is brewing up. I can proudly say that. So if you're watching this video and you agree with me, continue to watch, because I'm going to tell you what I really wanted to tell you, and you have to agree with me about what I'm about to tell you. All right?
What? Whoa,
End Times Prophecy 2025, folks.
whoa. What'd you say?
Yes. Without the shadow of a doubt. Yes, something is not right. Something is brewing up. I can proudly say that. So if you're watching this video and you agree with me, continue to watch, because I'm going to tell you what I really wanted to tell you, and you have to agree with me about what I'm about to tell you. All right?
Agree with you? Oh, no. We got to get a scripture. The Bible tells us not to agree with wicked people. Hold on. Let's get the scripture. Hold on. Let me get that right now. 1 second. Hold on. Let me get that right now. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, let's get, there it is. I got it ready. Hold on, let me get it. Psalms 28:3. Let me get it right now. Psalms 28:3. I got it ready. This is crazy. All right, got it ready. Let me get it set up. Ringo said that demon is a false teacher and a narcissist. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's pointing out his demonic activities right now. Let's get the scripture right here, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I got the scripture ready, and we're going to go right back to him. The book of Psalms, chapter 28, verse 3, it says, "Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts." There it is. So David at that time was telling the Most High, draw me not away with the wicked. Don't put me with them. I don't want to be around them. And with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors. That's what he's doing online. He's speaking to the neighboring of those who follow him. But mischief is in their hearts. That's what it is. Mischief is in their hearts. Mischief is in this dude's heart, y'all. All right? Let's get back to the video. He's teaching a lie about doom and gloom. Here we go.
End Times Prophecy 2025, folks. All of the stuff that we ever wanted to know about what's going to happen in the future, don't you notice they put it inside movies? They put it in movies.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Remember when The Matrix came out? That was when we were young. I'm assuming that you was probably my age, if not a little bit older. Probably, I know I got a lot of viewers in their early 20s. What's up to y'all? But The Matrix came out when we was, what was it, high school? Middle school? That movie came out years ago. And it's still relevant to this day. And it's crazy because in these times that we living in now, you got people using the word matrix. Like, man, we living in a matrix, man. I feel like Neo. I'm the chosen one. Ain't that crazy?
You're not chosen, and you are into the matrix. This is all for him to convey, for the women to, this is what I'm going to say to you ladies. Let me come in for a screen. Ladies, you notice that he have his house more effeminate, right? Will we all agree, ladies, in the chat that's viewing? Would you agree his house is looking more effeminate? And there's nothing wrong having nice things in the house. It's just, it's not looking normal. The guy has fully have become effeminate, y'all. He has some suspicious ways about him, Look, I did say that he probably having women in his house that staying and helping with the bills and stuff. It's possible. It's just, this guy is weird, y'all. He's like, like when he used to go to school and he wanted to be cool so much. You know what I'm saying? The guy is an imitator of the chosen one. It's hard to listen to him, y'all. It's hard to listen to these demons in particular. You gotta have a great skill set, like Ringo would talk about. The Most High have to have it in you. It's gotta be in you, not on you, like Nino Brown said. Like, look, they can't do content like us, y'all. I've been going straight, nonstop. You haven't seen no water. You haven't seen anything around me. I took care of all that before I came live. And this is not easy to do. It's because of the strength of the Most High, the dedication that we could be able to do this type of content on a daily basis. And we got other stuff going on. They say we lazy. You had D Dowell claiming we lazy. We do more than you, D Dowell. You don't have no work ethic. You need to sit your old belligerent, demonic man. Ladies, if you keep on supporting these wicked men, you just as worse as these wicked men, because you're giving them access to your soul. You're giving them access to your providing. And when you give them access to your providing, meaning your coochie, they devour you. How you expect a man to get with you and you devour yourself to that wicked guy? That takes a long time to get. Just repent and get yourself healed. That's all I can say. I told you them boys, SD, they run together. That ain't no woman decorating or staying with him. He's straight zesty. Yes. A woman is a cover-up, brainwaves. The women's are the cover-up for them. All these warlords are trying too hard to look righteous. They overly religious, like Mark said, which means they overly wicked. Play by Mark's own words. Exactly. All right, now let's go back. Man, let's go.
We was watching The Matrix back when, and Neo was saying he was the chosen one, or he realized that he was the chosen one, right? And then fast forward 25 years later, 20 years later, you got real chosen ones out here that's figuring out that they've been living in the Matrix. They put all of this stuff in movies before it happens, folks. So with that being said, don't y'all remember the show Hunger Games?
Here we go, y'all.
Hunger Games, y'all remember that? Comment below if you remember the Hunger Games.
Here we go.
Do you remember the movie? Do you remember The Purge? The Purge? Comment below.
They all related, man. This is New Breed's cousin. Yo, matter of fact, how many of you agree that this is New Breed cousin? They look alike, man. Yo, him and New Breed look alike, y'all. Bro, it's obvious that he is not only zesty. It's like New Breed. Yo, they cousins, y'all. They haven't denied it either. They have not denied it. They have not denied what I said. Man, this is crazy, man. This is sick madness. Let's go.
Below if you used to watch The Purge. Okay? I think it was a TV show if I'm not mistaken, but it might have just been a movie. Sequels. Somebody enlighten me on that. Enlighten us all on that by comment below. What was The Purge? It was like a series of TV shows, or was it an actual movie?
What?
I know y'all remember this. Y'all remember the Netflix series? Well, not a series. The Netflix movie, Leave the World Behind. Y'all remember that? You got to ask yourself, why are they making these kinds of movies? Somebody knows something about something that we don't know. What? And it's always in the movies. You know, in the movie Leave the World Behind, you know the ship that rolled up on the dock at the very beginning of the movie? Remember the ship that hit that bridge right after that movie came out? That cargo ship, it was a cargo ship in the movie Leave the World Behind. It hit the bridge.
Oh, the timing of the music could come at a better time. The music could come at a better time. This guy's all over the place, y'all. Hold on, we're gonna remove him out the way. Yo, these demons, man. These entities, man. You can't make this up, y'all. As Ringo would say. So, listen, at the end of the day, right? Ladies, you've been warned. If you allow these weird types inside of you acting weird, you talking weird, you can't complete your sentence as a woman because you allow type of nonsense into your water well. And your water wells ain't moving correctly when you come across a man like me. Because your water wells can't connect to my pipe. Because at the end of the day, you're not on the same type of energy I'm on. At the time I'm on, moving correctly. I gotta get corrected, man. Stop giving these big guys a chance. They're gonna split you up. They're gonna take everything from you. And you're looking like a fool. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you an example. Hold on a second. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna show you something important, man. You know, seriously. I'm done listening to that fool. We're done listening to that. Let me do this real quick. What's the old girl that was dealing with Puff? What's the old girl name, y'all? What old girl name? Now I forgot her name, man. God darn it. One name from School Puff. Hold on a second. What's her name? What's her name, y'all? What's the old girl name? That's who Puff. That Puff, you know, S.A. Yeah, Cassie. Let's look at Cassie. There we go, Cassie. Let's get Cassie. Let's get her on here. All right, here we go. This is wild, man. No, we're talking about Cassie. We're talking about Cassie right now, brother. Wait, hold on. This is what she was looking good, right? She was looking good hair. She was looking good hair prior to dealing with Puff, right? She looked at good hair, but now look how she looks now. Look at this. Hold on, let me show you how she looks now. Oh, I gotta show you the before and after. My mistake, y'all. My mistake, hold on. That's how she looks now. When she got with Puff, that's how she looks now. Right? I gotta make sure I don't get no correctly pictures out here. Hold on a second. Well, I think they're not gonna show anything revealing. Okay, good. Well, look at her. Look at at her. That's when she looked at. That's when she looked good back in the day. She looked good back in the day. But look at her now. After she done got with this widow. Look at her. You done made her look like this, man. Look at this demon. He had a soul to her. She had a soul to her, and he done make her juices look like this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. She done made herself look like this, y'all. You know, this is what happens to these ladies when they get with these wicked dudes. She looked it okay there. She looked it real healthy there. And this is what she got with him. And all of a sudden, she went from this, to this, to this, to that. That's what she became. So that's pretty much about it, y'all. Turn this music off. And my final segments for now. I appreciate y'all liking the video. Appreciate y'all sharing the video. Thank y'all for supporting the Cash App. If you supported it, let me see if anybody else. I already shout out, Real Topics in Maryland for supporting the Cash App. And we had a few people supported the Super Chat. Let me go back and read it. Go back up and see if I can catch it. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, Marilyn Edwards and Forever Studio supporting the Super Chat. I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Shout out to Running Up 360 and everybody tuning in. Ringo, Brainwaves, Forever Studio, Maryland, Keystone, Black Vegan, Running Up 360, All for P77, Trending with Cherise. It was another lady in the house. Let me see if I can find her. My first time seeing her. Jessica was here. Shout out to her out there in Africa. And Mildred was here. Rachel was here, of course. It was a lady I seen here for the first time. I can't find her. Let me go back real quick. And salute to Corey. He was the first one here. Let me see if I find her. Hold on. Tanya So 100 was here. And let's see. Yeah, because there's not too many people. There's a lot of people watching, of course. Appreciate that. Let me see. Where's the lady at? I know I ain't tripping. Italian Mamba is in the house. Okay, April. There we go. April, welcome to the live stream. My first time seeing her. So she says, evening, everyone. Evening to you. My first time seeing you. Welcome to the live stream. Make sure you also check out, Brainwaves and Ringo if you haven't already. And also Selena, and Ethereal. And Trending with Cherise and Real Topics. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show. This is Floridian Rollo signing off. I'm going to get ready to go check out this day and have a good time. So be on the lookout, members only, for content behind the scenes. Time for me to call this cap up and go out. Oh, you're not supposed to go out. It's late night. I don't want to hear these over religious nonsense, folks. People are looking forward to meeting me at the spot. And if they're there, you will see what's going on. I'm going to have a good time regardless, because at the end of the day, I am in the Sunshine State. Weather is right now. Let's see what the weather is looking like. Let's see what the weather's looking like right now. I think it's in the 70s. Yep, 76 degrees. Let me show y'all that real quick. And then I'm going to end with that. Y'all enjoy yourselves in your particular state, your particular town. It's 76 right now, and midnight will be in the 70s. Oh, my goodness. Woo wee. Yep. So y'all take it easy out there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Salute for Ringo for tuning in, him and his family. And also Brainwaves, him and his family. And all of y'all out there that's tuning in, y'all take it easy. Ladies, it's your decision. There's no excuses 2025. Brown royalty to the people. We the business. Yeah, I know, right? You already know they're gonna say this, they're gonna say that. Yeah, Justin there. This is the Shure mic, man. Not the Shure mic. I got me I forgot the name of the mic. Can y'all hear me? I got me a Yeti. I got me a Yeti. Yeah, this is a Yeti mic. Is it good though? Yeah, this is my first time having it. Y'all remember I had a Shure mic, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yep, I got me the Yeti, y'all. You know, it is what it is. Yep. And I got to get this thing for the camera because I'm going to be doing some footage, some skits. So y'all see what's going on, right? You see this thing is so clear, right? You see it's moving around? Yeah. That's right. So y'all be safe out there. You say you're having a thunderstorm. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all be safe out there, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get the thing. Shout out to Zats because Zats sent me some information. I gotta start storing some stuff. So I'm gonna get that, start storing some videos. I'm gonna go to Best Buy and get it, or I'm gonna go to the guitar store to get it. So there's a lot of stuff I gotta get this following week. So be on the lookout. Appreciate it, Ringo. Appreciate it, fam. Staying out the way of society. No, you don't need to stay out the way of society, Keystone. You need to stay away from the wicked people. I'm going to start doing some footage, in the kitchen more often. Yeah, shout out Ringo, man. Keep up the great work, fam. You inspiring a lot of people, man. Keep up the great work. There's a lot of people jealous of Ringo, man. It's amazing how these deities who once, big up Ringo, and they all turn on him with that nonsense, man. It's unbelievable, man. And even when we had our quote unquote back and forth, I didn't even go that route. Because I know it's not true. Even when we had our fallout and people thought I was the one who did it at that time, I didn't even go that far. You know what I'm saying? And so that goes to show you who been the wicked ones the whole entire time behind Ringo's back. The D Dowers, the New Breeds, the list goes on. And that's why you got to move solo. That doesn't mean you can't connect and talk with people and support people and push people to do great. You just got to be mindful these days, man, because, man, I think the Most High Brainwaves got us back together, man. The Lord put it in his spirit. So for people to call Brainwaves weak, he's not weak. I met him in person. He's not weak. The man is doing very well. And I appreciate to spend the time I spend with him. I know he's a family man. And y'all know one thing about me. I don't get in the way of people's families. So for him to take the time to come see me, I appreciate that, family. And more to come. I always let people know ahead of time when I'm coming. I don't do this, last minute. I don't do that. I let people know what's going on. Same thing with Selena and Life with the Jones family. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do rushing. I don't force people to do things. I don't do none of that. All those lies. They the ones who did it. They're the ones who's trying to convince you that they righteous and they moving correctly with the Most High. And they're the ones who's speaking over righteously because they over wicked. They're the ones who's telling you that everything's going good. All of them is, if everything's going good, then why they teaching doom and gloom? If everything is going good in their household, in their community, why they teaching doom and gloom? Why they putting fear in the people that watch them? Because that's who they want you to be. Stay away from those people, y'all. And that's all I have to say. I'm out. I'll talk with y'all in the next one. Brainwaves, Ringo, and everybody else. You know, whoever go live, I happen to catch it. I'll be in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Brown royalty to the people. We the business.